Chat, you're so bad. DM. Wait, I've been live for a while, I haven't said anything. Right? DM, sorry about that, I've just been taking care of Rocket. I need to be yapping. That's what I'm supposed to be doing, yapping. My bad, everyone. I can hear myself, I don't like hearing myself. Yeah, hang on, let me fix this. There's like an issue because someone just changed their name. So it's like, I don't know, I think I need to just like change it now. I think that's right. I don't know, chat. Who knows? That's interesting though. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that is strange. Alright, I need to ping for bracket start. Y'all, I don't know what's happening. Do you know what's happening? I don't know what's happening. Hello, Andrew4043. I'm pretty sure, like, almost... I think everyone's gonna get streamed, actually. I don't know. It's fine. Oh, I should have streamed... Help. Chat, I'm realizing two mistakes I've made. I'm realizing several mistakes I've made. Oh no. Well, first of all, I need to give... I need to give everyone the... Yeah, hang on. Whatever. I just realized that I'm streaming... Chat, I'm kind of struggling right now. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I'm kind of struggling hard right now. Help me. Oh god. Oh man. Okay, let's figure out what we're gonna do. I mean, I know what we're gonna do. I just need to do what we're gonna do. Oh god, okay. Exam Horizon, so true. So typically you choose like the most close match, but I chose seed 8 and 9 instead of seed 4 and 5. We're just gonna go right past that, honestly. Alright, chat, we're just gonna forget anything ever happened. Man. I might lose my mind. And now everyone's complaining that I did bracket wrong. Because I'm... Dude... I need a second. Hang on. That is not the right... That's not right. It's just me. Hang on. Everything is screwed up, chat. Literally everything. I mean everything is wrong. And, I, for one, am in pain because of it. Alright, let me check if people are actually... There's a chance people are in the room and I'm just stupid. No, no one's in the room. Awesome. Alright, chat. We're gonna figure out... People are complaining about the bracket, as always. The TO experience. Okay. It's fine, I'm used to it. I'm really used to it. I just accidentally turned on my... Oops. Oh well, we'll figure it out. Now, this is just really silly. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't know why I've done this to myself, but I've done it to myself, I suppose. Everything isn't going great, but that's fine, honestly. That's okay. No worries. one person away from bracket perfection. It's 9 people instead of 8 people. Which is something. Sorry if I'm a bit scattered today. That is my bad, yeah. Okay, let's go into warm-up so I can feel less bad about myself. Zam. Alright, starting off. I mean, even if I chose the bottom seeds, it'll still be U-rank gameplay. So guess what? It won't be that boring, quote unquote. It's fine. You can have a bit of a pace change. That's okay. You're actually trying to make me feel better and telling me I didn't when I very clearly did. But it's okay. Because at the end of the day, it's the thought that counts or whatever. I think both of these players will be about as good as me. Anyways, it's fine. Making bracket is hard. Yeah, I mean it should be easy. I should have done it like several billion times before. I just I don't know. I just kind of screwed the pooch. But that's fine. Like, doesn't matter all too much. Alright, well... Ooh, the Fractal. Let's go. Let's go... Zeffy, I guess. I think I should call them that. Let's go, Zeffy. Yo. Shoutouts to Fractal. Oh no, but they didn't do the Z spin. That's unfortunately gonna cost them. Alive for 2 minutes, 5 seconds in this warm-up round. Oh, oops, I still have... whatever. That's fine. Christmas Stratosphere real. School's been kind of clearing up, which is why I felt like running Strato today. Oh my god, they're actually picking up in terms of speed. Okay, yeah, no, this is 24k gameplay. That's what I thought. They were just like playing at like half speed. I was like wondering, wait, are these like low U, like maybe even SS currently players? But they aren't. They're alright. And I don't know. OMG Azura comms. I'm not in the commentary state of mind. I need to like focus and actually like get into yap mode. Because right now, my ass is not yapping. I feel like I'm just not, I don't know, I'm just not in a great state of commentary mind. I didn't realize. I don't know, I didn't prepare myself. What am I supposed to say other than both players have sent like 12, 14 lines within the first 40 seconds. That is not the type of APM you would typically expect to see. Low APM gameplay. I thought the warm-up was just a one-off. I guess not. Unfortunate. You know what? It's fine. We'll see some down stacking. See Awesome count to 4 from HX Ice Cream into the STSD. Let's go. Every once in a while, these players will pop off, and it's crazy. Did I not change the... Oh my god, I am terrible at my job. Chat. Alright, 1-1. Uno. Green. Yeah, so the backstory behind this is that I last used this multi-stream for Puzzle Games for Palestine, and I thought, oh yeah, it'll be fun if I do that. If I change it to green, because Free Palestine, for real. I guess I can't politically speak for Hummingbird Nest, I'm sorry. If Sketchy or Flower kill me for this, then I'm sorry. I stood for what... I stood up for what I wanted to stand up for. But, yeah. That's why the colors are different. I was actually, like, playing around on my main Tetrio. So based. Hummingbird Nest is a base tournament organization, chat. You heard it right here. Let's go. Shoutouts. But yeah, I was actually like playing around with my main Tetrio, and I was like trying to change it to like the trans flag colors, but if you do that, there's like a pink and a lighter blue, it just makes it look washed out. So I've been trying to like play around with that. You know, instead of like doing things like, I don't know, working on my like final school project, no. Tetrio is more important, clearly. Especially running Stratosphere. Oh my god, 19 spike. We're picking up the pace here a little bit, which is good to see. I can actually talk about the gameplay because there's more gameplay to talk about. Both players speeding up a bit above 2 PPS, which is awesome to see. In any case, nice combo, mini multiplier there from Zephy. Okay, now they're just like building a T-spin. It does work. They are able to skim down to it and get a Tetris right after. Fellow procrastinators, so real. Any procrastinators in the chat, sound off. But at least my school hasn't been that bad. Like, it's been good enough to where I can run Stratosphere. That's the important thing. That's fine. Okay, stick spin. Oh, but they messed it up. Oh no. HX Ice Cream. I thought it would be an unfortunate spot, but it's actually okay. It gets down to that fractal. Yo?
Yo, let's do this.
I'm trying to identify your voice just based off of, like, sound, and I cannot tell if you have, like, an accent or something. Or are you just hang on. I'm checking Discord now. Oh, it's Wiley. Wait, what?
Yeah, what do you think of this voice, eh?
I couldn't tell. Well, one, because I guess I have you turned down, and two, like, you were just quiet. Hello, though. That's crazy.
Whoa, let's do this.
I did not expect to see you here, but you know what? We take those. Welcome back on.
I have slept 1 hour.
Oh no! Finally, no!
We are into a first to 7. Welcome back. My name's Stratosphere. We're here for what? Damn it.
My name's Stratosphere.
Welcome back to Wiley.
Welcome back to Wiley. So did Sketchy like find you in a VC and like poke you to come here, or what happened?
So I believe it was Flower Petal who was like, yo, are you able to commentate right now? And I went, hey, yo, how right now is right now? And then they said right now, and I went, okay, I'll make a hot chocolate. And then I forgot to make a hot chocolate, and I'm just here. Jeez, ice cream is just pummeling Owo. Like, what?
I haven't really been looking, but yeah, that seems to be the case, actually.
This is fantastic, though. I'm seeing some good opener gameplay, which I know there's been a lot of contention over openers in the past couple of weeks due to the advent of 7X.
Oh god. 7 plus X. Oh, No, what is this redeem?
Oh,
This redeem is
Always-
so bad. Okay, we'll finish this set at least. Okay. The set started out like...
in a bit of trouble, yeah.
Oh. Yeah, no, this is
Oh,
a...
this could be good.
Yeah, good board state. Both players seem to have cleaned up by now, though. Oh, good multiplier from Ice Cream. Hang on. Bit
That's a
of...
lot of garbage.
Yeah. Just the tiniest bit of lag. That's okay.
That's
Alright.
fine. They should still send garbage.
Yeah, it just took an extra second or two.
Good cancel, good cancel. I can respect it, you know?
Yeah. Looks... I mean, everything looks alright so far. Both players
They're
kind
in
of
a
playing it
stalemate,
safe.
but, like, yeah, they're just sort of trying to get some footing. One of them's looking for an opening somewhere, just not getting too over the top with things. Yeah, they're taking their time now. I think they're getting ready for some sort of attack. Looks like Ice Cream is waiting a bit there to see what might be sent. Nothing quite was sent, unfortunately. Who's that with? Okay, now they're getting a bit more aggressive.
Looks like it, yeah. Okay, there's just 9-0.
Yeah. I think Owo's just trying to build up some fast back-to-back with some Tetris work, and it's actually throwing Ice Cream a little bit.
Oh, these misdrops from Ice Cream barely gets to that next eyepiece in time, though.
Oh, look at Owo's board. They've messed up catastrophically.
Oh, so they have time, or Ice Cream has more than enough time to get out.
Oh, I don't know. Ice Cream's looking pretty fast with a bit of clean garbage on the board. Oh no.
Absolutely. Oh, but now Owo has the clean garbage. Misses that second Tetris. It's not that bad. They're not really in danger right now. Just not going to send as much as they had anticipated. That's okay.
I feel like that was the difference between life and death, honestly. I think that the game's already over. It's true. It really is.
So true.
It's over.
Yeah, and...
This is just like, we're going on to a 3-minute round here. I feel like they're both just like so worn out. They're struggling to kill. Always ramping up the aggression a little bit here, building up back-to-back quickly, and that could be the round. There is a kick there.
There's a lot of great pressure coming in from Owo, and that's going to be the round.
Congratulations, round 3 taken.
I was gonna hang on just a bit here.
What redeem did we get?
It's... Make the commentators say something.
Alright, what do you want me to say?
Well, you can look at it after the set, I think, because it's a long one.
4-7. And let me get Hummingbird up.
Oh god, are we catagetting or whatever?
I'm watching through your beautiful Twitch, your little Discord stream thing. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Okay.
Oh god, are you gonna... You just gonna go for it?
I mean, I'll wait till the set's over, but then I will immediately jump into it. And I can definitely say
it might be... Oh, it's not over because there's Owo who just PC'd there. And it's...
How's my mic level?
I mean, it's alright. I've adjusted for you.
Okay.
So it's okay.
Man.
Don't worry about it. You sound great.
We get my tired voice, which is very rarely heard. You see, I do sound like a 15-year-old teenager at sometimes, pretty much always. This is very rare. I now sound like I'm 16 going through puberty. I am dreadfully 22.
Oh my god.
It's very close, actually. I always pulled back quite a few rounds here. It looked over from my POV when I joined, but I wrote them off too early.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, 2-7 here. Versus Owo getting some 9-0 garbage. That's actually that could be handy. And they're going to go into a little bit of a combo there. Beautiful. Sending a bit of a messy garbage. Look at that. Is it Hikes Cream? Is it Hikes Cream?
It's, I don't know. I think I just say HX ice cream, but that's a mouthful, so I just say ice cream.
I like ice cream.
So true.
Oh, look at that. Look at them go. Look at them play that block game. God, they're good.
They are, in fact. playing a block game. Oh no,
Oh,
the
there is survival.
not
I
anymore.
stand corrected.
Little bit too
Alright,
much
here we go.
damage.
Good job. Well done. Boy oh boy. Where do I
Oh,
begin? Where do I even begin? LeBron, honey, my Pookie Bear. I have loved you ever since I first laid eyes on you. The way you drive into the paint and strike fear into your enemy's eyes. Your silky smooth touch around the rim and that gorgeous jump shot. I would do anything for you. I wish it were possible to freeze time so I would never have to watch you retire. You had a rough childhood, but you never gave up hope. You are even amazing off the court. You're a great husband. Father. How was that? Was that good?
that was kind of awesome.
I read it like a 19-year-old, you know, first time reading 50 Shades of Grey.
Okay.
Good time.
Awesome.
You wanted that, Amber. Don't, you know. Do you need my webcam? Hang on, let me give you my video link.
Yeah, feel free to send that over. I got you.
I am in board shorts and probably, actually, wait, this t-shirt might be racist.
What?
So, like, a lot of, I can explain, a lot of my shirts, right, I'll add my link and you'll see what I mean. Like, it's not, I look like shit.
Hey, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
No. I genuinely look like shit.
Look, if I didn't look like shit, I wouldn't be using a VTuber model, okay? It's okay.
No, I know what you look like. I think that you could probably rock a webcam, I'm just saying.
I am not in a great place right now. I forgot about this tournament until it happened. It's just work.
Can you see me?
Question mark. Will it work? Oh wait, hang on.
Hello.
This is the wrong
That's
cross.
I'm a rectangle.
Yeah, that's because I've inted it. Give me 1 second. Oh god, I'm really inting. Hang on. I am so bad at my job. Give me a second. I'm going to struggle
While
a
you're
little
fixing
bit.
that, I'm gonna explain. So you might notice this t-shirt I'm wearing. A lot of my t-shirts are from like the 90s or early 2000s, and this t-shirt is how do I put it? It is very. It looks racist. I don't know if it is. I haven't looked at it hard enough, but like we are depicting Jamaican people in a very ethnic way. And it's not my fault, this t-shirt is like 25 years old, but it's just because of, like, when you have farm t-shirts, they get handed down multiple, like, you know, kids' generations. So, like, this shirt came from my neighbor's neighbor when their kids were growing up. Because it's just cheaper, and it's a farm work shirt. But, like, it is probably, like, that looks racist to me. This looks bad. Like, that is, like... just looks bad. I'm gonna change my shirt.
Oh no.
Oh, I just cut my finger open.
No, what?
The cupboard's sharp and I always forget.
Oh no. Patch yourself up or something. It's fine. Don't. Don't worry
Hey guys,
too much,
what's up?
okay?
My headphones are over there. Fuck, hang on. Hey guys, what's up? Oh, now I'm too tall. Hang on, let me just fix that real quick. It's good. What's Hummingbird up to, eh?
What is
My
Hummingbird
mustache-
up to?
Mustache I shaved a week ago, so I'm happy about that.
I need to.
Where's the briquette? I wouldn't mind knowing the briquette. Oh, challenge community. I'm so smart. God, I'm just my mind is amazing, you know? Yo, is that Teacher K?
I have.
Oh my god, the triple cop. I can follow. I told Flower I would prefer to rest today. Today doesn't feel like the vibe for commentary for me.
I don't know, Azura. I feel like you and me commentator, TGK manages the bracket and sits quietly in the corner.
That's no, that's not.
It's genius.
Can I just say shoutouts to Flower and Sketchy for picking up the slack today? Flower like found the commentators and then Sketchy fixed my bracket ints, I think.
And I want to shout out to a very special person today, LeBron James. Really appreciate you being part of the copy paste today. You truly are a modern icon and a hero in the community. We obviously allegedly you did misdrop your sprint PB. I saw that on Twitter. Very, very sad, but yeah, we all bounce back. We're here for you. Oh fuck Gary. Fuck Gary. So I fucking hate him. I hate Gary. I hate Gary with a passion. Sketch, I hate Gary with a fucking passion. If you don't know who Gary is, good. Your life is better off. Is the background still sped up?
Oh my god, it still is! Dude,
my dad is sleeping in the next room over. Last time I was here for Radiant, like what, 86? I was like, hey, can we speed up the background like as much as we can? And it's just being sped up the entire time.
I forgot about it. It's great.
No, leave it. Can you make it faster?
I need to like. I wish OBS let me do that. I can't do it within OBS, I don't think.
Okay, Sketched Flower, if you have the original files, I need you to go into Premiere or some sort of editing program and speed the footage up like as fast as you can make it go and then send it back to Azura. It's really important.
It's not important. Focus on your others.
It's really important. So anyway, TGK, what do you think about these players here? I've heard they're pretty decent. Like they have like at least a sub like 2 minutes. Yeah, me too. Getting into a game.
I don't know if TGK thought he wasn't needed and left, but I guess I'm here still then.
Oh, I feel bad.
It's okay.
Joking.
Nah, don't worry about it. We'll wait for the guy to come back.
He's in the corner for real, but he can't hear us. He didn't take his headphones with him. Like, oh, misdrop from Mariko.
Okay. I wasn't
washing machine! Oh.
I love washing machine. It's my favorite.
I love washing machine. If only I loved real washing machines as much, because I never do my laundry. Oh my god. Cold is looking pretty worse for wear, but I think he can make this work. He is quite a, he improvises a lot. Ooh, Mariko with some pretty good attack there though. Operating at substantially faster speed, and that is going to be round 1 for, I stand corrected, my mind is frazzled.
So true. Oh no!
Oh, it's 22!
Big 22, and there's nothing to do there for Mauricio.
No, Mauricio, that's their real name, is fucked in the head. That's harsh.
Oh no.
Jesus. God, it's so early, I have no ability to filter myself at all. Did I even before? Probably not.
Opener jump scare, except for the fact that Mauricio misdraws.
I've had so many conversations recently about like the validity of like openers, and like, oh, I could tangent for hours, but I think that's not appropriate in a comms environment. Ooh, oh wow.
I think Mauricio is suffering from some internet. That's what it feels like.
Yeah. Is she gonna play Tetris like disconnected? Holy shit.
Oh my god. No,
Wow.
Maybe it could. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Who knows? But the first match was fine. It was just getting some wacky internet issues. I feel like.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the first instance of effective lag switching in Tetris. This is a big day for us. Zura, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, what's
these
up?
two players lag back and forth. Out of curiosity, I've pondered the question, not because I want to, but because I want to see what it looks like. How would you effectively cheat in Tetris in a way that both benefits you substantially and also isn't like easily like detectable or isn't easily noticed? Because I can't think of a way to actually do it. I can't think of a way to actually, besides maybe garbage manipulation, but that's even even that's noticeable, right? Like something that is this undetectable. How would you cheat in Tetris? I don't know if you can.
What if you took Cold Clear and you had to constantly run board analysis to find good placements, and you had that off to the side?
Yeah, but like, if you're playing at the high level, you don't have enough time to like look over and like.
That's
you know what I mean?
true.
Like, there's no way to like actually cheat at Tetris, which I think makes it like yeah, you can cheat scores and whatnot in, but it's all like obvious and pretty easy to tell. Like, you know, if you want something to last, you'll be able to like get away with it. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Until today with Mariko, who's obviously lag switching. Anyway, hot damn.
God damn. Oh my god. Yeah, I guess like lag switching when you're like, I mean, if you're lag switching and you're at the top of your board, maybe, because then you won't accept garbage. Even if like there is, Tetrio does like calculate garbage canceling, but even like while you're lagging, you're not going to accept garbage. That's just
True.
a given. So you can just use that to your advantage. Yeah, what is happening?
I would probably say that one of them is winning and one's losing, but that's just my like.
No, like is the stream okay, chat? I don't see any drop frames in OBS. I just see Tetrio like lagging. What the fuck? Did you see that? It was like
That was pretty weird.
It was like a PowerPoint. What is happening, chat? Is this? Hang on, I'm looking up off status right now. What is going on? Status off. Because this could be either Tetrio's side or like I don't know. It's weird. No, everything looks normal. Nothing is weird on.
I think it's just. Is Discord having a moment? Like Sketch's Discord crashed, but that might just be unrelated. Because like Discord for me has been a bit finicky like this morning. Is Discord dying?
I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, no, see, no, look at this. CM Dingo is also physically dying. Like, they're aging right now. They're getting older.
Oh,
It was brought to light recently, by a certain Tigger. Davo let me know about, the Akashi Robo stuff recently, which is exciting. It looks like Akashi Robo's finally got access to a PC, which is cool.
I think Akashi Robo Tetrio is crazy. Like that's
Bro,
awesome.
SSL Akashi Robo, when I need that.
Oh man.
I need them to play.
I don't think Akashi Robo wants to be like a public personality. Like I don't
No,
think.
and I think, yeah, from my understanding, they're probably quite young, considering like some of the interactions I've heard about. I mean, not accepting a prize pool from square one, or just being fairly, you know, quiet on social media, like non-existent. It suggests a younger player. Yeah. Plus, I mean, the majority of players who are that good tend to be young anyway, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's just, you know, just not around. That's all good though. It's just exciting to see them, you know, playing more, which I think is cool. Meanwhile, yeah, Cold topped out there magically. That was a mystery.
Yeah, no, I don't know if there's anything. I don't know if there's anything wrong with like my connection or something. Like I'm trying to like figure it out. It just feels really strange, I guess.
Flower Petal, can I mention this on the stream, or is this private? Because what you sent me is quite curious. Ooh woo. What's wrong, Azura? Am I not allowed to say
You're allowed to say ooh woo. I'm just, I don't know, just
can I not be
shock and awe.
XD? So Flower Petal has sent me the most juicy of tastes, the most secret of info, and by secret it is just it's on the public wiki somewhere. But apparently Akashi Robo was born in 2009, so like that would make them around, you know, like 15, which tracks like.
That's crazy. Dude, my brother was born in 2009. I still think of him as like a 6-year-old. How far we've come so far. I can't believe this.
Yeah, guys, that's
I'm
you
old.
heard it here first. The passage of time is real. We have confirmed it.
You're
No,
not
I
wrong.
get what you mean though. Like my brother was born in 2002. Like as in, like I mean like he was like just, I won't talk his age, but like around New Year's. So like he's pretty much like 2 years younger than me. And it's wild because I've always thought of him as like, 18 or 16. No. He's gonna be 22 this year. Like that's creepy. I don't like that. It's weird. The scary thing is that if that 13-year-olds currently were born in 2011. I don't like that. I don't like that.
13. Wait, no, you're right. Wait, what the? What?
Yeah, I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it. Like the thing is, like 2012 is the first year that I have like vivid, like really strong, like clear memories of. If that makes sense. Like I have memories before that. Obviously, I'm not brain dead, but like I can very clearly remember like what it was like to be in 2012 when I was in year 6, like my last year of primary school. Like that experience, the things I did then, I have pretty strong memories of. But like that being like now for people is wrong. I don't like it, and I invalidate them. That's just me saying that. Ice Cream, welcome to the chat. My name is Azura. I'm here with Wiley. Very exciting time. Yeah. Anyway, we are at 5:10. Internet's holding up a little more. I stand corrected. That is okay. Well, goodbye.
It's so true. What? I'm sorry. I'm really spaced out. We're on match point already. That's crazy. Yeah.
This has been a very quick set. Uwu XD. Again, if I can't be cute, then I must dispute that. I'm so fucking tired. Ice Cream, you'll have to excuse me, for I am a sleepy boy.
Oh no.
Oh,
It's
cold.
cold.
It's up out there. Maurice is on the climb.
Yeah. I was looking at these two. They're C2 and C3, but they're like 30 TR apart, which in X-Rank is a big amount.
That is a gulf. Yeah, look at this. Oh my god, Mariko is clawing back this win cold. They just need one round, and then their win will be on the Azura horizons. Come on. So didn't you like that, Azura, or are you cringing? I don't know.
I have no words.
Oh my god. I stunned them into silence, guys.
I'm kind of just silent in general, and cold wins.
As a cold, I'm so proud of you.
Shall I say?
What shall you say?
Cold clears. Crickets. I'm so funny, chat. I might die. Man.
That's good. That's good. I really like that. That's good. God, that was just like, I don't want to be like too forward, but I wouldn't mind like pitching you my Netflix special. I think you're really funny, and it's I think that your comedic prowess is off the charts. I don't know, maybe we could work together on something in the future. I don't know. Good set though, good set. Unfortunately, we did have a couple of internet issues there. I'm gonna blame Osk specifically. And that, yeah, we'll leave it at that. But well done, Cold. You're going to be moving on. Was that the losers bracket? I believe that was. No, I'm just dumb.
That was winner's side, winner's semis.
Yeah. So, Anthony KSW is going to be going down to the losers round 3. We'll be seeing them probably later on. Are we moving on to the other side of the winners semis?
I think, I don't know what's ready.
We'll find out. I'm sure that the people with the mod badge will probably help.
So true.
Yeah. A bit of bias here. Hugh obviously being part of the Hummingbird team, as far as I'm aware. Yeah, they they are in the semis. And they have been known to give themselves an edge. Recently, it came out that in one of their previous games, Osk gave them a buff of 80 multiplayer, and they actually won their rounds in 7 seconds flat. And it's amazing no one noticed. It's pretty obvious, but we're going to keep a close eye on them. That's very true, 100%. I really want a hot chocolate Azura. I didn't make it, and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the hot chocolate nerf. Ah. I might make one in a second, because, like, you're asking me to operate without my juice, you know? It's not possible. It's not possible.
Sorry. Juice is good.
That's
You know what else is good? The next match here with Hugh and Shark.
What a segue. So Hugh99, quite a known name if you're in the sort of community I'm in. You see them around quite a lot. They are, of course, one of the top 200. Pretty good stats there. But on the other side, Seed1, Flying Diarrhea, a name that ironically shakes fear into the opponent. They are top 10, that's quite a big difference. Like we said before, you know, that 40 or so TR is ginormous. 45 even, like that's just like a golf.
It is very big at the top 1%.
Yeah, not even first in the country though, which is kind of wild. I believe they're from America, so that tracks. Very, very, very exciting. This player has been quite the wrench in a lot of recent big matchups in TEC as well. They play a lot over there. They ravaged through Misty's tournament a while back. They just love upsetting shit.
Yeah. You know, this is dumb. They're playing Tetra League just like one other famous TEC player. I'm remembering, this is really funny. I think like Zone Masters, like Kazu was playing Tetra League. Well, in the TEC tournament, there was like a huge fuss about that. I don't want to get into it because it was like really just don't play Tetra League and drive, folks. In this case, by drive, I mean play tournaments. Oh god.
Oh my god. Okay. I thought you meant literally like driving in a car.
Also don't do that as well. That shouldn't be said. Don't Tetra League and drive.
No. Also, Zoe, you might want to update the commentators thing real quick. It still says TGK, and I don't think you're TGK.
Oh yeah, TGK left. I was gonna swap out with TGK, and then he didn't feel great, which is fine. And I'm just gonna have to keep yapping.
Yeah, TGK's actually been unfortunately hospitalized.
Oh no!
Skillious issues. So hopefully they can get medicated for that shortly.
If you want to help TGK's hospital bills, ! Donate.
Yes, this will go directly towards skill issue medication. Hopefully we can get him a bit of treatment, and who knows, maybe he might even get an A rank. That'd be good. Jesus Christ!
Oh my god!
That was a bit fucked up. Anyway, so let's get this game underway.
The Shark is still in Tetra League. Hang on, I might be friendly with them. Let me check if I can open my Tetra League.
Okay.
Nope. Flying Diarrhea in a Tetra League game.
Okay, well, to fill the time, I might look up a list of the most boring names, in the United States. Okay? And if you are any of the following 20 names, I want you to feel ashamed for your lack of individuality. Okay. So, at the very top, Pat. Okay. Pat. Are there any Pats out there?
I know one Pat. Hang on.
Oh my god.
This Pat.
Okay. Oh my god, Azura. Oh my
Azura
god.
H5 Pat.
God. And next up we have Stan. Ugh. Stan. Are there any Stans in chat?
Please Stan.
Alright, next up on the list, this is a big one, guys. Bob. Do we have any Bobs? No Bobs? Interesting, okay. We're 3 for 3. Besides 0. Pam. Any Pams? No Pams? Okay.
Dude, I can't wait for my dead name to show up on this list and I'm gonna feel like a pit, but I can't say anything. It hasn't showed up yet, luckily. Which means I guess you know what my dead name isn't now.
We could, guys, we've nailed it down. Bob.
Yeah, you can keep going. I'm just gonna put them into warm-up.
Okay. Jerry.
This feels like attendance. Wiley is calling attendance right now, chat.
In America, did you guys ever do the thing where it was like, "Good morning, Mr. So-and-so"?
No. That is
Oh,
that
I think
sounds
it's
very
really-
Australian, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, "Good morning, class." Good morning, Mr. Gerald. It's very fucking stupid. Like, I don't know why we did it, but everyone, like, that's everything always.
Oh my god, Shark is very warmed up, I think. That's the issue, so Shark just does not want the other
Yeah.
player to play to get warmed
For
up.
lack of better words, I think Hugh did something that we call in the professional scene eating shit there. So we'll see how they handle the set. Hopefully they can pull out a couple of wins there. But flying diarrhea? Oh my god, diarrhea. Flying diarrhea, walking very strong. Fucking hell.
Alright.
Holy shit, that fast.
Yeah. Kinda to be expected here.
Oh my god, wait, Mecha? Oh my god, Mecha! Oh my god! She
The-
just pulled out the Mecha!
The only, like, viable mech, and it's, I don't know, it still hurts to see.
I find mech so funny to pull out in actual competitive games. I think it's like, it's almost like bullying if you make it work, right? It's fantastic.
Yeah. So true. What?
The spin's being pulled off. Oh, lovely Tetris there, but unfortunately no PC to be found. Looking for a donation there, not gonna find it. It's gonna be a T-spin 0.
Yeah. My favorite. I love T-spin zeroing. Oh, wait. Wait, hold on. Hugh kind of popped off with that spike. Setting
Yeah,
Shark
wait,
up.
Hugh-
Shark is, like, never in danger, really. And, no,
There is
that's gonna be
survival.
it.
There's no survival. Jesus, Hugh actually getting around on the board. I'm really impressed right now. I thought this would be a pretty, cut and dry matchup, but maybe not. Hugh is saying, no siree, Wiley. How dare you write me off this early?
In
In saying that, I have jinxed them, so whoops. My bad.
I'm sure they're fine, yeah, just a little bit more
Commentating
gaming.
there. Oof. Beautiful, beautiful, just set.
Oh,
yeah, that
no.
was really nice, though.
Okay.
Azura has gone off to discover a mountain of resources, as you just heard there.
No, I
what
literally
that was
just
in the
1
background.
second. I discovered it really, really quickly.
Ah.
I just need to
Here we
close my
have
door.
ads.
Anyways.
Um,
Ads?
Ads. Yeah, Ads is someone who obviously in the past has committed several levels of fraud in the tour community. But we're keen to have them here.
Yeah, that's true. My reputation's kind of.
Wait, ads
Yeah.
wait, this is actually ads. No way, what?
Yeah.
Dude, wait,
Yep.
when did you get here? That's crazy. Welcome in. I can finally rest, I guess.
Yeah.
Let me turn
Three
it
of the
off.
greatest. The
I
greatest.
don't think I've ever commentated on High with an S before. I don't usually commentate things because I'm not very good at commentary. But hey, Wiley's entertaining, so I can just vibe with Wiley,
Aww. Thanks,
Um,
Ulu.
but yeah, Hugh, the Hummingbird Nest staple, it's kind of like the Atlas meme with Hummingbird Nest being the world and Hugh being,
Yeah.
Atlas holding up Hummingbird Nest. But Hugh's playing today, apparently. Unfortunately, not winning at the moment.
No, but it's not quite over yet. I think Hugh, because the thing with Hugh is that they actually play like the game a lot. So they might have an advantage if they play it more. Think about that. Yeah.
That's true. But Flying Diarrheas, I think they're still relatively recent to being sort of high rank Tetria, aren't they? And yet they're, building T-spins everywhere at 3 PPS. It's kind of crazy.
I think the question is like, They might be open for, like, they might have the potential of winning, like, Breakout Player of the Year, is my sort of thought process. Like, they're definitely a candidate for that. I know they're not, like, new to Tetris, but, like, they've really excelled the past few months, and they're dominant in multiple games as well. That was a good example of them being aggressive. That scared me. My heart's pumping.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard for you to keep up with that level of pressure. This is 60.
That was
Ooh.
yeah, that was beautiful. And look at that. I think that, yeah, that actually gets Hugh around the board. Nice work. Oh, they're fast with it. Look at them go. That is sorry, my brain just gave out for a second. I forgot what my English was. But so far so good from both players. Building up back-to-back on Flying Diarrhea's side. Hugh just trying to stay alive here. It's gonna work. Ads with the resubscription, thank you so much, mate. If you're listening.
Also, hi, Hila.
Oh, the misdrop to cancel the survival out. No chance.
It seems like his win condition is just like open domain, flyer to death. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
that's another.
they seem
clear.
objectively faster. Like, I think in the early game. In saying that though, Flying Diarrhea is operating at 4.5 PPS right now, building up back to back to an astonishing degree. He was just being pressured to hell and back. Oh my god.
200 APM, but it's hard to fight this.
I could probably do it. I could probably pull it off, mate. I think I can survive this easy. See, Hugh's forgetting about one magical little ability called plonking. It's fantastic. Oh my god. Holy crap. So I'm just watching, like, Flying Diarrhea just sprint just his way through this. Wow.
I love it. I love it. I'm a big 6-3 fan. That was great.
That was pretty, yeah, that was pretty good. In my humble opinion. So, Ads, obviously, you've been playing Tetris for a couple of months now. Like, how do you find the experience?
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, like, a bit intimidating, you know. Everyone in the community, including in the people in the so-called Tetria Amateur Weeklies, are like better than me.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's it can be quite intimidating, but it's fun. I don't mind just playing and losing.
Yeah, I mean, like, obviously, like, you just recently learned T-spins. Like, you know, that's pretty big. Very exciting. I hope to see you go far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't learned T-spin triples still. Flying Diarrhea just blew through that one. That was like over 200 APM.
I think his strategy is to build up back-to-back. I think he knows he has, like, a speed advantage here in the mid-game. And he's just gonna... Look at this. Yeah, just sitting there to take that.
So they can just get away with striding and greeding because they're faster, yeah.
Yeah,
Except,
look at this.
Well, it's a bit risky early game.
Oh my god, they're just gonna spike them into non-existence. That's over the well. That's gonna be game. Oh my god, another round. 2-9. Hugh is getting decimated.
This is a scary performance.
Yeah, Flying Diarrhea is really warmed up. Like, they're feeling it. Clearly, the Tetra League games have done something to them.
Oh, Flying Diarrhea is number 7 at the moment. That's okay.
Yeah, they're doing pretty. You know, they're okay. Although Hugh's actually getting a little bit aggressive here. Although Flying Diarrhea, of course, finding a downstack there. Hugh is in trouble. Needs eyepiece. Is going to send 11, 12, 13. Nice. That's what they need. Brought their board right down. Hopefully they're going to find some room here for a little more pressure on Diarrhea. This is a really close round. Okay, Hugh building up back-to-back here. Currently at 4. Gonna misdrop there, have to cancel it out. And that actually might... Oh, that's gonna be it. Oh my god, match point. That was a close round. They both fall for that one.
It would have been a PC, but
That
the
would
early
have been,
garbage.
yeah.
Yeah.
Big shame, but what can you do? Hugh is really looking to just get a couple more rounds out. They just need another round. It's always just one more round, right? Back to back of one here, or the Flying Gyro is just consistently putting pressure, just finding attack out of nowhere.
Hugh had it pretty clean, but had some trouble stacking. And unfortunately, the slowdown is just death.
That is gonna be it.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Hugh 2-11 versus Flying Gyre, who's come out as the winner. That was really difficult. I think that was a difficult game. I mean, it's gonna be. It's never gonna be a pleasurable experience.
Oh, you got
versing-
webcam? I have webcam. Hold on, hold on.
You get webcam.
Uh,
Yeah, that's never gonna be a pleasurable experience versing someone who's that much higher than you. Just like real diarrhea, it's not gonna be a real pleasurable experience. That is the dumbest thing I think I've said on comms ever. Anyway, still great game, but very one-sided. I think Hugh was fighting a losing battle there. Just diarrhea was playing out of their mind. Hopefully we get to see more of that against Cold. Not sure if we're going over to the other side of the bracket here, but we'll see what happens. Ads, what is the name of the Pokemon that like is it CQ? I can't pronounce what Gila said in chat, but whatever that is.
Suicune. Yeah.
Suicune.
It is,
Suicune? Suicune?
Yeah, Suicune.
Suicune.
I mean, if Pokemon are never rarely pronounced consistently, like you have like Arceus, Arceus, Arceus.
Yeah. Well, the translations as well are changed. I think sometimes when sort of you go from Japan over to English, I know that some names are literally changed just to appeal to more American.
Yeah, they
audience.
have inconsistent translations because like they'll be pronounced something in the games and then something in the movies and then something in the anime, and there's just no consistent translations.
It's never easy. Never easy. Yeah. I need to mail you that painting, actually. I've got to finish Farrakhan's one, then mail all three off. They're all just sitting in my office, yet to be sent. I'll get that to you soon-ish. It'll probably go before I get to you.
That's alright. I'm looking forward to, getting that. I mean, it's nice. I have it as my profile picture on Discord. It's a good drawing. Well done.
Oh, thank you. I worked very hard on it. It took me over 20 minutes. Very good. Alright, there's Ads. Look, that's Ads, guys.
Hello.
Say hello to Ads. Can you give us a wave? Hello. Lovely to see you. This is Ads, the inventor of tours. That's how I'm gonna word that.
We look quite similar, actually. Look, we've got our little brown hair and our little beard, and
yeah. How long you been growing this out for? How long you been growing it for?
a few weeks, I think.
Okay, yeah.
I just sort of let it grow, and then when I can be bothered, I shave it. So
literally the same. Yeah. This one's been growing for about like 6 days or 7 days. I need to shave. It's really itchy. And I'm gonna do you the most evil thing ever. How do you feel about solo commentating while I make myself a hot chocolate?
I very much support the making of hot chocolate, so yes, I'm okay with that.
I'm gonna go and go. I just put my foot on my heater. Oh my god.
Ow.
Oh fuck.
Just wily things, okay.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad. I will be.
Yeah,
Oh.
put your foot in some cold water maybe, and yeah, get that hot chocolate.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Speaking of, we have our next matchup then. And it looks like Plantoy might get burnt by Iceland. Maybe Wiley will burn their foot more in some very cold ice. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, but Iceland. Yeah, X rank versus U rank. Yeah, of course, it's great to see Stratosphere being so successful onto its 84th iteration, catching up to Tours, which I think is on like 111 last I checked, something like that. Yeah, mid game is happening. Plant is right at the bottom of the board, looking in stronger position at the moment. Iceland, yeah, has this Tetris spell coming up and clears it down. So they're getting there, but Plants got some nice back-to-back going, has to cancel it, unfortunately, to downstack. And unfortunately, Messi at the top there, and that's game. I didn't check their other stats, so... okay, yeah, Iceland's just got better stats, basically. But, you know, upsets are always possible. In fact, I was playing in a private tournament the other day, and I managed to beat an SS rank twice, so I was quite pleased with that. So, you know, as a S rank, so it can happen. And Plant was definitely looking strong at points during the warm-up and is looking okay at the moment. Iceland looks a bit uncertain there. I think she could have built up a T-spin and chose not to. Guess she's getting a bit high up. So she is struggling a bit, but Plant is as well, looking a little bit messy.
The football player? What? Hello? How are we doing?
What? There's a football player called
What?
Plant?
No, called Messi. What the fuck are you on about?
I see.
Different football, soccer. My bad. I have completely burned my foot, which is fantastic.
Oh dear.
It's not that bad, but you know.
Well, this reminds me of the last time I made hot chocolate. Actually, when I put I put a metallic coated mug in the microwave, which was
oh my
something
god,
you shouldn't
fucking
do.
idiot! No, I'm sorry. That's just bad.
And so when I took it out, the mug survived, and the microwave survived, I think, somehow.
Yeah.
I'm not sure though. We got a new microwave at some point, and that was recently, so I don't know if the microwave survived. But the I burnt my hand when I took it out, and I think
God,
the sort of blister and then the subsequent scab from that have finally healed up, but it took a while.
Yeah. God, we're so good at Tetria commentary. Holy shit.
It's called podcast style Tetria commentary.
Yeah, it's where you sort of talk about the gameplay, like, probably once every, 15 minutes. In the meantime, Iceland versus Plantoy. I've never known how to pronounce their name. Is it Plantoy, or is it Plantui?
I don't know. It's called Plant.
Plant. Fucking plant, dude. You guys say plant. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, received pronunciation is plant.
Well, how's it pronounced in fucking in America? Plant?
Plant. I don't know.
Plant.
Maybe
Iceland
Azura
versus
could,
plant.
help.
Yeah. What if we just talk in
Iceland versus
American?
plant.
Yeah. Let's just talk like Americans for the entire time. That'd be not annoying at all,
Oh
right?
my word.
Well, you don't like this?
I'm not sure I could do a good enough accent. It would just be insulting.
I'm sure you could pull it off. I mean, this isn't exactly great either. Nice round from Plant there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Plant is seems to be mid gaming already.
Yeah, I mean that's honestly, I think that they have what it takes to win this round.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at them go. Go. Yeah, look at them go.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Iceland had to break the back-to-back there.
Yeah, I think what they've got is some of that pizzazz in their gameplay. They can definitely pull this off. And look at that, a quad to go, building up their back-to-back. This is going to be a miraculous win for them if they can get it. Oh my god. But Plant is not going to be pushed over that easily.
Oh my god! Now that is an American saying.
They're gonna pull this back. I think they do have a down stack. Fucking A.
Yeah, they have a down stack there. But they've messed it up a little bit.
Yeah, they really. I don't know what you're doing. I mean, I'm trying something. I don't know what this is. I feel like I'm insulting a lot of my American comrades. And look at that, all tied up now. Iceland versus Plant, 2-2. Not the dress that you wear when you're dancing.
Yeah, closer match than the TR would have suggested.
Now, see, this is offensive. What you're doing is in fact offensive to my culture. How dare you? How fucking dare you?
It's okay. You can tell that Deputy Prime Minister that all about me.
I will get you banned from the Commonwealth. Okay, 3-2.
That might be a problem because I live in the Commonwealth.
Not anymore. Oh, beautiful resolve there. Is that going to be a DT cannon? Oh my god, I just pulled off some fancy fuckery there. That was nice. That was good. 4-2, deserving of a hot chocolate slurp. Oh yeah. Fuck, that was good.
My hot chocolate's out of date. Actually, I got some really nice like luxury Christmas hot chocolate with like cinnamon and stuff in it. But I was always really scared of making hot chocolate by heating up the milk because when I did it at work, it ended up going everywhere.
Yeah.
So I overheated it. So
whatever you're doing, it hurts my ears. I want you to know that. Whatever you're doing right now, it's making me bleed from my ear.
You're welcome. This is the cost to you having commentary that's not Azura. So
honestly, like, I'm kind of down with it at the same time. I guess it's a form of masochism.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. Commentary. Yes. That is so American. Commentary. Yeah.
I find it very unnatural to talk like this. I don't know what kind of an American accent this actually is, but I feel like I'm overpronouncing everything, which makes it sound unnatural. It's very weird because I'm used to just slurring all my words because that's what Australian is. So when I imagine American, I think of people who are over-enunciating, but that's not necessarily true.
Plant? That was interesting. Plant was at the bottom of their screen, but Iceland had the higher PPS and APM.
Yeah, I did see that, yeah.
I'm not sure how that happened, but it happened.
Probably through a combination of skill and maybe a little bit of RNG on the garbage, but we wouldn't be able to say without.
Oh well, obviously their VS score was similar to reflect that, and so I guess Plant just downstacked better.
Yeah, I mean, look at that though. Plant is going to take the round there. Pretty crazy.
Oh my gosh, is that the real Amberdoodle in chat? Is Amberdoodle in the bracket? No, they're not.
That was crazy. That was so crazy, guys. I can't believe the gameplay we're seeing today. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Scares here. Fuck. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Fuck. I've resorted to commentary on Twitch. Christ.
Twitch.tv. Make sure you subscribe to Hummingbird Nest Tetris to get Jeff Bezos more money, because you know he needs it.
He really needs it. The man only makes a measly $7 million an hour. Yeah,
it's
not enough.
Terrible. Poverty.
And he never has to pay a dime in tax because he continually loans money and just keeps loaning money. It's a pretty weird tactic, but apparently it works for him. So you know what? Kudos, bro. You found a loophole. Well done.
Oh, apparently I sound Texan? Okay, well, it's good I've got a specific,
Yeah, you've got to say a bit more of those, you got to say more of those yarls, you know, y'alls? Y'alls and
Yarr. I'm a cowboy, I'd say. Yeehaw.
Yeah,
okay.
meow and all. Wait, not meow, hang on.
We're not speaking...
Look at this.
We're not speaking Yan-Yanian, we're trying to speak American.
My bad, see, I can't tell the difference. Tee-hee.
I mean, Azura is an American and she speaks Nanyanian, so I guess there's a commonality there.
I thought Azura was from Texas as well.
Hey, Ayla.
I'm from
Yo!
Lesbia.
You're from Lesbia. Wow, that is Oh my.
I thought you were from Transatlantic Girlsia, but you know. I guess
like
you're
this.
also from Lesbia.
I'm having a good time today, ladies and gentlemen. And all in between, of course. And look at this. It's going to be me. I believe that this could be a 6-6 scenario. Yep, Plant is going to pressure just at the right time to pull that back. It is now a first to 5, ladies and gentlemen. A first to 5.
Plant is showing out this X rank with some good gameplay.
Yeah. I wonder if I could be a lesbian.
The R clear from Iceland though. Ah, but they can't get the second. Nice ASMR slurping.
Oh no, my pleasure. Honestly, I'm having a great time. In fact, you know, I'm inspired. I kind of want to grow up to be a lesbian of my own. You know, I think I could be a good lesbian. I kind of want fan art of me as a woman, kissing women.
I'm sure there are commissioned artists who would do that for you.
Sketched. I'll be commissioning you shortly. Oh, fuck. Oh, Jesus. I should not be allowed to commentate. Not this early in the day. But I'm here. Potentially queer. Let's keep going.
Wiley gender swap law. Okay.
I could probably, like... I don't know, I think I could pull off, like, a dress. But I don't know if I need to be gender swapped to do that.
Are we gonna see dress Riley at the Summerland?
I'll have to get my uwu fanboy socks, and wear my thigh highs, teehee. Oh, that's a misdraw from Plant. Oh dear.
Sounds good.
That might be, yeah, that might spell disaster. Oh yeah. 6, 7, 7, 6,
Ooh.
Iceland's way.
Well, I know there's someone else actually considering, someone else who identifies as male considering is coming in a dress, so Wiley wouldn't be the only one.
Oh yeah, you.
No, not me. Not me. Someone else.
Oh, Moose.
I'm not naming them Azura, don't worry.
It's Moose.
I'm not confirming nor denying any particular person.
No, it's Moose. I don't care what the actual answer is. I just wanna see Moose in a dress, like, point and laugh. Cause like, no offense, Moose. I don't know what you're like, if it is you or not, but like, I know if you're a dress guy, man. I gotta say. Wait, what if it is Moose? Is it Moose?
I'm not confirming nor denying. I plead the fifth.
Wait, is it? Okay. I hope I haven't ruined like something, but like.
Oh, Iceland's on the stride, over 3 PPS. Back times 6, but they have to break it, unfortunately.
This set's really close, by the way. Like, I don't know, like, how... Because I thought there was a bit more of just, like, a difference between these guys, but, no.
Yeah, there's a fair difference. I think Iceland was nearly top 100, and Planto is, like, top 130 or something. Well, that can't
tell
be
if
right.
it's...
Iceland
Are you
is
still doing the
Nubank, but
accent?
yeah. Sometimes, when I remember.
I can't tell anymore. You just merged this, like, this conglomerate of, like, sounds. It's very interesting.
Yeah, it's just different, I guess. So Iceland, yeah, still going faster, but not that low. Anyways, Plan's really clean at the moment. Plan just making sure they get down, which is quite sensible as the slower player, just to make sure they're always clearing that garbage, so... yeah, it's just harder to top them out, and that seems to be working really well for them.
Iceland's quite low, but like that garbage on Plant's side is actually quite usable. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't say this is a fatal scenario. Yeah, no, they're out.
Yeah,
Iceland
Cloud's
has a
doing
nice-
really good. I guess this is basically infinite downstacking, and yeah, honestly, really working against the faster player.
Yeah, and this round is getting scared on, so margin time might start to come into effect here. I'm not exactly sure when it is, but I think it's around the 3-minute point where it really starts to ramp up. So
Yeah,
that
it's
affects
about
things.
3 minutes. 3 minutes tends to seem to be noticeable ramp up.
yeah. I think Iceland's here is trying to build up some back-to-back. Plant is... Yeah, Plant's made a few misdrops that could spell disaster. There are options here, but I think that, yeah, that's going to be another round for Iceland. 2 rounds away from the taste of victory. And boy, that's sweet. I don't know if you guys heard that. I hope that wasn't heard. I just like moaned at hot chocolate. I think Tetrio is struggling a bit. I don't think it's actually like Azura or anyone else. Like, I think it's the game is struggling a bit.
Ask the server's lagging.
I can probably message him and say like, "Ask, listen, mate, this ain't it." Just DM Ask and be like, "Yo, could you fix things real quick?" Jesus, do not DM Ask, please. I'm not advocating for DMing Ask. No, only I get to DM Demantio. That's my special privilege.
Yeah, why are you special person?
Yeah, I'm very special. Wait a minute.
It's the orange hair.
I'm not ginger. I don't want to be ginger. My character, my persona thing is not even ginger. Just dyed hair, I guess. I don't know.
Ah, I see.
Guys, don't click on that link. It'll reveal your IP. Oh, throwback. Throwback.
Oh no, that's ip.osc.sh. Yeah. I remember you doxing yourself with that. That was a moment.
Oh, that was the funniest thing. And then I immediately went live again, and then I made a joke that I doxed my IP, and then I kind of like did again.
Yep. Yep.
And so then I had to end my stream again, and it broke everyone's stream streaks.
Yep.
I want to highlight it so bad, but like I need to edit the IP out because it would be such a funny thing to post on TikTok.
Well, or you just reveal your IP and change it.
I mean, I have changed my IP, so it's not like there's a risk there, but I don't want to worry people into thinking I actually did dox my IP. Plus, if that IP gets picked back up, then ooh dear.
Yeah. I mean, I guess maybe it's also still searchable if there's some like historical record or something. So
exactly,
yeah,
probably
don't.
Yeah, I don't know dox it. I'm a little bit worried about it, but it's fine. No one actually like got it. I was pretty quick with it. 10-6 here. Iceland is pretty low on the board, but okay, that's again usable garbage. I know that they like to do a bit of that down stacking in quite a fascinating way, so we'll see how this works. No,
Ooh.
They're gonna concede that round.
Plant just needs to win 4 more rounds, and then
It's not out of the question.
yeah, it's definitely winnable. This is PC from both sides, but both failed to get it.
I believe there was a solve there. Whether or not they didn't see it or they chose not to go for it. Iceland is making some sort of abstract art here. Quite beautiful. But maybe not the most efficient. No, it's not. Plant's going to take another round. Unfortunately, Iceland's art career is over, but let's see how the Tetrio career goes. Again, no PCs. Oh my god, no. No. I have to go and find it. I don't know where the fuck it is. I have to go and find it. I don't know where it is. I could probably just go back and watch the TikTok. I'll have to find it. We'll see what we can do. You're a menace. You're currently commentating. How about you say it?
I could do. It'd be a bit weird, but it
would look very funny. Iceland has a pretty good ball state here, but I think Plant's more prepared to take anything from them. Yeah, look at this, really clean. Bit of an eye dependency over the side there. They're gonna just throw a J over there. Okay, I think this is really like pretty bad. Oh my god, wait, no, it's not. The PC is insane.
The mid game.
Mid game, 1 minute in PC. This might be another round conceded, but they're surviving. They open up that
look
well.
At all the clean. Look at all the clean.
Oh my god, that's really scary. If I was playing, I would not want to be in this position.
But it got all sent back as clean. So now Plantoy, yeah, making good use of that. They're staying quite high up to get the efficiency, but they have managed to clear down as well. Very, very efficient. That eyepiece missed up though.
That's gonna hurt. Yeah. Again, not out of the question here. Plantoy pulling this back.
Yeah.
Iceland though is going to win, unfortunately. Well, I say unfortunately. Unfortunately for one of the players. Still an incredible win from Iceland, who dropped in and said their brain is tired. So congrats on winning despite a tired brain.
Yeah.
This is really good.
All right, I'm going back to affluent British. But it's the
affluent British. Oh my god.
That's what that XT called by accident when I was singing Philosophy Z on TWC.
It's not far off. I think that's pretty good term.
Even Japanese can sound affluently British. I was like, yeah, probably. Japritishing, Japritishlish rather than
Japritishlish.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, no, that's a really good match. Yeah, Plant did a lot better than their TRs would suggest.
I think so. Yeah, I mean, holding up against Iceland is a really, really good player. I think they're a very consistent player as well. So to find an edge is quite difficult. But yeah, that was a really good round to watch. We were yapping a bit through it, but I really enjoyed that one.
That's a shame. I have to. My parents are going to bed, so I have to hop off now, unfortunately. Azura, I hope you enjoyed your brief break. But yeah, unfortunately, you don't get any more affluently British. You got mostly bad American. But yeah, another time. Thanks, Wiley. We should do that again. That was good fun.
Yeah, have a good one, dude. Lovely to see you. Thanks for being here. Goodbye. Now Azura here is going to, as promised, impersonate Aspen to fill in the British.
Oh my god.
British
Okay, well, I can actually attempt.
Oh my god.
It's not great, but I was in British for I was in Britain for a while, so I kind of have. And I used to do this as a child, but it's been too long. Chat. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing.
It's scary. You sound exactly like Aspen. I'm not even kidding.
You're kidding me. No, I don't. It's not.
This is like a lot to take on board. Wow. Oh my god. I'm a little bit stunned. I'm joking. In it, bruv, gangster. That's all I can say. In it, bruv, gangster, fam squad.
You do have something to read while I try to get the warm up going.
Oh my god. Okay, let me find the TikTok. Where is this here? For those who don't know the inside joke, I did a subathon a few months ago. It was my second subathon, and one of the things was if someone gifted 50 subs during the subathon, I'd make a TikTok all about them, and Ads was the first to do so, and so we made a TikTok about him. Oh god, it's loud. Oh my god.
I'm surprised he didn't just scam the guy and be like, Wiley reads out the script from his subathon ads plug video, redeem done.
True, that's actually kind of genius, but I think it wouldn't be committing to the bit, so here we go. Let me try and read this as I play it. Hang on, here it is. One of the individual rewards for the subathon was if someone gifted 50 subs, I would record a TikTok short and YouTube short all about them. So, with that in mind, Ads 20,000 is the greatest person I've ever met. As 20,000 has the most beautiful singing voice I've ever had the pleasure of listening to. Yeah, they are the coolest tournament organizer I've ever known. I've ever seen in the community. They're better than Edge. They're better than Azura Horizons.
Huh?
They're even better than Moose PK. Let me tell you, this As 20,000 guy, tall and strong. Their skill in the block stacking game is unmatched. I've never seen a player who ever beat them. If I ever meet them in real life, I will give them a big kissy. I still can't say the sentence without laughing. Yeah,
Oh
that's in the TikTok. Sorry, Azura, I don't know if you know about that.
Yeah, no, I know about it. I got recommended it once, and I'm like, what the heck?
That would have been a bit of a, like a what the fuck moment.
Less than 3 months to Big Kissy.
I will give him a peck on the cheek. I'll do it. No lip stuff though. No lip stuff. This is
Oh,
actually
there's survival, yeah.
What the hell? That was crazy.
It's not bad.
This is warm up. Isn't this crazy, British Azura?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's quite wild,
It's like-
isn't it?
In it, bruv. In it.
In it,
Soccer
bro.
ball. Soccer ball footy. Manchester United, in it. Oh god. I feel like.
Okay.
Okay, Aspen's gonna call you later and be like, Azura, that was really offensive.
No, she's heard it before. I don't know.
What's her take on it? Like,
I
how does she
I
feel?
don't remember. I don't think she like. I don't remember how strong of opinions she had. I don't think she hated it at least, or else I would have remembered that. Oh my god, a 31. That's crazy. Oh my god. Crazy survival from HS Ice Cream there.
Hello? What? Sorry, just... God, my testicles just shrank in like 3 sizes. That was crazy. And they win!
I'm not sure if you should say that, but anyways,
Oh, probably not, yeah. I think, but like, I think of like a phrase like that in like, you know, the Grinch narration voice, where it's like, you know, their heart grew 3 times that day, except like... Alright, I need to shut the fuck up. Or at least commentate better. Let me tell you right now, guys, these 2 players, tall and strong.
True.
So true, innit?
So true in it, bruv. Why do you stop before Azura mutes you? What do you mean? That's fine. I'm like...
So, little funny story yesterday. I was actually on Blue Scooty and Alex T's Twitch stream.
Oh, no.
Just chatting. And, how do I explain this? Alex T muted me, so I muted him because he gave me mod permissions. And it was like a back and forth like nightmare because we kept forgetting that we muted each other. Quite the time. Oh my god, wait. Okay, these players are like really good at their survival. Like I think they aren't afraid to take a second to stop and think to make sure they make the best decision. A lot of players will panic place and just like start doing things that aren't optimal. It makes for some really impressive survival. Yeah, Alex T's one with the world records at the moment, yeah. Yesterday, Blue Scooty and Alex T, they were both getting, like, back-to-back color runs. And, like, it was incredible. Like, it's probably the most color runs we've seen in a single day.
What are the colors? See, I haven't caught up on Game Scout recently.
Ah, okay. So, for those who don't know, the colors are, at a certain point, the game really starts to break and it starts reading data from irrelevant sections of the code that don't make sense. And this directly impacts the sort of the chart or like the expected colors that the game is pulling from to generate its visuals of its pieces. So you'll have some very weird and random color palettes. They are predictable. But they're very weird looking. So you'll have like several, I think there's a few dozen very strange looking levels. One of them is just pure green pieces, which is just like stupid. The thing is though, like the community has sort of kept these as a thing that's been unpatched because they make for an even more competitive landscape. They keep the sort of world records really interesting and they're actually quite a challenge. So getting the colors requires playing kill screen for over 100 levels. This happens at level 138, which is just far beyond what you're supposed to be able to get to. In fact, only 10 players have made it past level 100 at all. So to have 2 different players streaming at the same time, achieving multiple back-to-back runs of level 100 when only 10 people can even get there, is phenomenal. It's a level of consistency that I have never seen. I don't think the community's ever seen. And so it was an honor to be on both their streams, and also call Alex crazy. It was quite a fun time. They're both very young as well, so, you know, I do have to genuinely be careful with what I say. But very, very fun time.
That's wild.
Yeah. Both have a rank in Tetria, by the way, which is, like, recent.
That's cool. What are they, like S rank?
Yeah, A, and I think A plus for Alex T, and I think Scooty's like somewhere in A.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Also, if you're in the enhanced server, you may have seen the post where I basically got Scooty in a classic lobby, and then I buffed us by 300. I buffed plus 3 and buffed everything to 100%, and Scooty got a 10 million score, beating
Oh
him by,
my
like,
god.
Yeah, quite a fun one.
I thought like rolling was like difficult on TC or something. I don't know.
It is. Because of the way the controller works, it tends to eat your inputs when you're trying to roll, but it is still doable. It's just a bit harder, and you gotta be a bit more deliberate with things. Nice round from there. Yeah, I like there are ways to somewhat fix it with GitHub stuff and like hardware things, but I'm hoping to convert some more classic players over to TC. It'd be nice. Yeah, Ice Cream is actually insane. I think we'll pull it back to the gameplay here. Like phenomenal. Ice Cream is just like really good at making just like pretty much the best possible decision. I think that like the thing that makes these players so good is their decision making is just off the walls insane.
Yeah, for sure. Like the profile IPM is 1.98, so to have that, or the profile PPS is 1.98. To be so slow yet still be what 24.4 means that you're kind of gaming.
Yeah, I mean the thing is with this Aspen is the fact that like I wouldn't necessarily call Ice Cream fast. Like I think that fast at this level of gameplay is like 3 PPS, right? Ice Cream is nowhere near that, but because again they're playing so efficiently, they're making really good calls here. Like that deficit of speed is entirely made up for and more. As someone who's also not that fast, like I think this is a really cool thing to see. It's obviously I think Tetris at the highest level is about decision making, not speed. So they definitely win my vote. It's showing in the scoreline as well, 2-4.
Yeah, looks like it. They are pulling ahead despite the rating difference here.
Yeah. Because who's the highest seed here?
Urine by a lot. Urine's 24.7, HX Ice Cream is 24.4, so...
Oh my god, okay.
Yeah,
this
no,
is
it's
insane.
crazy, yeah. The big gap.
My tired Australian brain cannot handle this.
Can it handle a stick
quite
spin? Because Urine just
handle
got
it too.
perfect stick spin on RNG here.
Was that not MS2? Am I dumb?
That was... I'm pretty sure that was stick spin. I could be wrong, of course. But who knows?
Ah, Scooty. Okay, Ads has done a double check. Scooty does not have his full rank yet. Although I know for a fact we played a lot of Tetra with him. So he may not just play Tetra League a lot. Sprint time of 47 seconds, and I know he's got 40 seconds on.
47 seconds is... I mean, I guess you have to be able to play at 3 PPS in theory from
Wait, 3?
Class like level 29 is 3 PPS, right? Of course, it's like under a different rotation system and all, so it's like different.
you're talking. I thought you were talking about sprint. I was like, man, this is like a 2.05 speed or something.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you're getting used to like a completely different method of handling, but in theory, there's a cap. Like you should be able to think at 3 pieces a second in theory.
Kill screen is roughly
practice.
Kill screen is roughly 3 PPS. It's a little bit different, like just barely, but for all intents and purposes. A lot of players like tend to rely on the line clears to also give them time to think.
Yeah, it's like a
of
different.
Course, If you get too reliant on line clears, it can actually be a detriment though, because if you're expecting a line clear and you don't get one, it can just throw you completely. So a lot of players just tend to purely just, you know, get used to that speed. That is in what the oh my god.
That's a misdrop and a half,
Urine.
and I think Urine is making their way back up here.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. It's because each piece moves every frame the game is running at. It'll move one cell down. So 60 frames, I believe, is what the game is running at for NTSC. Generally, that means you can, the piece is moving at about 1/3 of a second down to the bottom of the board. But if you're playing halfway up the board, it's actually faster than that. So, oh my god.
Okay, Urine is just working through the cheese right now.
Sorry.
What? What's up? Look, I have to talk like this when I study abroad, clearly, or else the British people will think I'm weird.
Are you still going to be studying abroad? That's really exciting.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I am.
Nice.
I'm pretty sure I'm like 90% sure, as long as I don't screw up, which I won't. I'm 90% sure that
You
that's
got
gonna
this.
go through.
Yeah.
Not probably like 99% sure it's gonna happen, which is awesome.
99, mate. 99. You
My-
sound like an Aussie. 99, mate.
I mean, this accent sucks. I'm gonna be real. I don't. It's like
It's great.
15 different speech patterns at once.
God, are you insulting Aspen's accent? Because you
No,
sound exactly
I
like
don't
Aspen.
sound like her. Do I sound like her? It's crazy. I don't think I do.
I
think
you
you're
sound
just
like Aspen.
incorrect.
Wow. Now
I
that
mean,
is
I
a
don't.
hot take.
To be fair, I can't hear myself like without being biased, but I do not think I sound like her at all. Like, there's just no
can tell
way.
you- I can tell you, as a almost British person, you sound like Aspen in my books, to my ear. 6-7 here. Urine is speeding along. Look at the speed difference. Actually, the versus score is quite telling as well. Look at that. Urine just had complete dominance that round. Got ahead really early, just kept ahead, kept being ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it's tied up. We'll see if Urine can make a comeback here. This is extended 6-spin, and Urine messes it
Oh my-
up. Deserved. Gets PC. This is gonna be tough
Oh.
for him. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I'd say one of them's gonna win and one will lose, but that
True.
might be wrong.
Well, which one is the
that was-
question? The answer is oh, HX with a great cut copy there, and
That
it's gonna be completely okay.
cut copy. It was that was very like royal family.
Look, I don't know. Oof, and HX Ice Cream pulls ahead a little bit here.
Oh my god.
Alright. Both players doing stick spin here, but Urine showing the X rank by being just a bit faster here. Oh, I do need to change that text. Thank you, ads 20,000 from America. It's me, Azure Horizons from Britain.
The A in ads stands for America. Oh my god.
So
Wait, so
true.
what does the A in Azure stand for? Oh my god. I'm losing it.
No.
This is so close despite the TR difference. This is a really, like... Ice Cream is really sticking up for themselves.
Alright. Okay. Ice Cream is gonna have the room to get out, I think.
Yeah.
It's still... No, never mind. I commentated this
No.
test. Unfortunate.
Yeah, not gonna get out of that, unfortunately. But that's yeah.
Quite what you want to see here.
It's all tied up. It's a 1st to 3 now.
So true, yeah. First to 3 here, which means it'll go by pretty quickly. SCPC versus Stick Spin here. SCPC spin.
Yeah. Wow, look at that.
Urine is gonna counter spike here, and that's
Yeah.
gonna be a point to him here.
Oh my god, that top of the board 13 spike was that came out of nowhere. What are you laughing about, Aspen?
I'm not asking.
You're having a giggle, are you? Having a bit of a higgledy-piggledy giggle, eh? Alright. Ice Cream's board looking clean as a whistle. Meanwhile, Urine, that's very close. Playing risky as can be. And it looks like that's gonna be 9 all. Oh my god.
It's still even, despite the rating difference here.
Yeah, this is incredibly close. This is the kind of matchup that you dream of seeing.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it seems so much further than it's playing out here. Like both these players don't seem like they would have such a close match yet. Here we are. No?
I really like this. I think that we could potentially see a win from one of them.
So true.
Oh, and that's a beautiful board. Look at that prophecy, that forecasted overhang from Ice Cream. I feel like I'm using the word prophecy incorrectly. That was my apologies. I did not use that properly. Urine getting their board down.
Yeah, looks like it.
Keeping it low, building up back to back. They do have a 4-white if they choose to go for it. No, they're going to default to 9-0. They're going to take advantage of their previously existing back to back. No, they're not. They're going to break it. Was that the right move? I guess we'll find out shortly.
Yeah. But you say I sound like Aspen. I think you sound like Ren.
Oh my god. I haven't spoken much to Ren actually. I'm curious. I can't quite pinpoint their voice just from memory. Memory? What the fuck? Memory? Not memory. Like Godspin looking ass urine.
I hope your desk is okay. Oh my god. Good heavens.
Yeah, listen to the sturdiness of my desk.
Oh no,
Shit,
that is really loud. Let's not do that, please.
I just tabbed out completely. Where am I? Okay, there we are.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm kind of losing it in my tiredness. This is not on me. This is like no. This is me being sleepy time. God, look at this. Look at this immaculate gameplay. We are approaching the 3-minute mark soon. Just 30 seconds to one of the longest rounds of the entire tournament. God damn it. This accent's hard.
Okay.
In it, bruv.
In it, bro.
In it, bruv. Gangsta fan squad. Jesus, okay, you're in sprinting along now. And I'm forgetting what nationality I am. 3 minutes here. Margin time's gonna really start to throw these players, I think. It'll put them into the end game, for sure. Ooh. That is not an overhang, Urine. I can guarantee you that much. They have clean garbage coming up, though. T-spin into a Tetris gonna get them, I believe. Oh my god, wait, they're sprinting now. They're just going 9-0. They built up back-to-back 4. They're gonna break it. Unfortunately, they couldn't continue it. That might have been a win if they could, but... Oh! That was a misdrop from Urine there. And that's gonna finally end one of the longest rounds of the set. 9-10. Match point to Ice Cream. The lower seed.
Yeah, it looks like
underdog.
Ice Cream could just take an upset here. Urine has to win 2 games, which is more than doable, especially considering those misdrops there. It's gonna bring it to tiebreaker.
We have a tiebreaker, ladies and gentlemen, and all in between. Something akin to MS2. That looks like MS2 to me. And that's going to be around immediately. Wait, what? Uran's going to pull off the win here. Wow. The comeback to claim what is rightfully theirs. Plant is quite relieved in the chat. Azura, I have terrible news. I have to go. I know you need me.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry, but you're gonna have to handle this this very British stream all on your own.
Yeah,
I'm so
that's
sorry.
okay. That's alright.
It's
Chat,
just
I'm
ads.
gone.
It's just ads.
Yeah, that's okay. I've moved to the one com screen. I'll make the
You got this. You got this. I believe in you. Everyone, be nice to us.
Alright, everyone.
Um,
I could just run like no comms and just have it be
No,
silent
no.
gameplay, but
I believe in you. I think
Okay.
you could do this.
alright,
In the
Wiley.
meantime, good luck with the comment.
Alright,
the
thank you for
comment
hopping on. Thank you to Wiley, thank you to Ads, thank you to everyone.
No worries. Well, good luck, everyone. Good luck with the rest of the competitors, and we'll see you all later.
Alright, well, I've been... See, the bit was that I'm doing the British accent, but now I'm like, what? I'm so confused. What I will say is, like, while it was like, you sound like Aspen, I don't think I sound like Aspen. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, that kind of sounded like Aspen, I think. A little bit. Should add a crown. Yeah, I mean, I've been wanting to do a refresh. I'm just not in the content creator space right now. Like, the refresh has been on my bucket list for a while. I just haven't done it because it's just not worth the time right now. But with school clearing up, that's probably on my to-do list for sure. In any case, let me ping the next group of people. Yeah. Except I haven't done that much in PK, right, like recently. I did PG4P and then I just haven't... We're gonna cook on some stuff. I've only just come up with what I want to do for the next, like, while, but... I don't know, we'll see. The creative energy right now is really with Aspen and Comeback Tour. Fair bit of last minute overlaying, yeah, but that's about all, honestly. And coming up, the like schedule for like the next while isn't really set. But you know, it's okay. Aspen is cooking indeed. Oh my god, okay. Alright, chat, let's find out what's next here. I might get... Wait, I'm like looking at the chat where people are like fetching commentators and yeah. I do see something promising, perhaps. In any case, let me get the next group of people on. Typically this is where I would update the bracket screen, but I just need to focus on getting the next stats up. You're gonna hear a lot of clicking. I need to figure out like if there's like a click removal filter in OBS. I know clicking isn't great. Let me see if there is actually. There just might be. Properties. Oh, and the filters. I feel like there's like a click reduction. No, okay. Well, we'll figure it out. I'll look for that later. Okay. In any case, I might just not even put up the matchup screen if they're already here. Alright. They want warm-up, and we will give them warm-up. Click. Yeah. No screen. Alrighty. Alrighty. Stick spin and whatever this is, that's a misdrop. It's absolutely a misdrop here. That's okay. That is alrighty. Alrighty-ho. Why am I continuing this commentate a bit? Oh my god, Bad Goblin? Oh wait, I just leaked it. Okay. Let me roll this guy up. Give me a moment here. Oh god. Yeah, I'm gonna urgently get this guy in. Alrighty, chat, I'm not working on the overlays, we're just gonna get into the game. Immediately here. So, yeah, I'll get... Yeah, okay, quick PC there from you. Should I go back to American chat, or should I keep Britishing? Any British folks? Alright, attempted PC from Hugh. Not gonna get it, unfortunately. I don't know why I'm talking British still. I'm stuck. Chat, I'm trapped. Trapped in the British cyclone. Get me out of England.
It's kind of what they're known for in a way. What's up?
What's up? What was that? Any British folks? Yeah. England. Anyways, back to the game, as they say. It sure is gameplay.
For real.
I'm so
Iceland
sorry.
right now, kind of starting to build up a little bit of pressure right now. Hugh dealing with some misdrops. Does manage to get a pretty clean board out of it, but very high up at the moment. Just trying to work their way down. Iceland has a bit of back-to-back online though, and he was at the very top. Clearly looking for the burst. Does manage to find their way out to the garbage. Survives to live another spike, but... Ooh, able to capitalize pretty well, actually. Back-to-back times 4 right now, and turns it all the way around. Iceland doing center DT. That's truly one of the most openers ever. Dies for it. I'm not gonna say deserved, but I may or may not be thinking it.
Oh, true.
Oh no. Oh, no one deserves that, though. This is some very tragic opener misdrops on Iceland's side. Hugh actually misdropping a T as well. It's spaghetti all around here. Iceland at the very top, misdrops again with the J. Not going to be lethal, but misdrops the O as well. Needs to find a way out right now, but Hugh's misdrops preventing enough pressure to kill, and actually Iceland going to survive. Both players living that opening is insane. Oh, Hugh looking for the Kaidan, but may not be worth. Yeah, had to greed, but does manage to get that multiplier quad off to survive. And counter spikes with a huge 15. Iceland was looking for a way to preserve back-to-back there, but just a bit too much incoming pressure, and now going to be accepting some cheese for their troubles. Hugh takes the TSS. Iceland, again, just getting slowly cheesed up by this pressure as Hugh opens up a nice 9-0 well. Iceland misdrop on the Z there, but a great 180 with the J to fix it up real fast. But that I misdrop not going to be doing them any favors off of it. Great weight, a little bit of screen watching goes a long way there, and Hugh was clearly spotted to have not the best board after those misdrops. Iceland opening it up, looking to cycle to that eyepiece. Does manage to get it, but it might be just a little bit too late here. Needs to find the kill now. And does manage to just barely. Hello.
Hello, I've come to join you.
Welcome, welcome. Iceland has just got their first point on the board here.
Oh, fantastic. Is that an SDPC on the left-hand side, or is that a stick spin? I always get the two confused.
It's okay, it's the same opener. Don't believe the propaganda.
Eric would kill you for saying that.
Yeah, well...
He's
I
not here,
can't-
we're all
They
good.
hated me before I spoke the truth.
Oof.
Uh-oh. And the truth is, I don't think you're surviving that swag.
No, no.
Alright, and that's going to be 4-1. Plenty of time for Iceland to adapt, though. First to 11, this DT coming out once more. Hugh setting up some very interesting floatings here. Largely going to cancel it off. Hugh starting to build up a little bit of back-to-back, but Iceland in a great position to accept here. Oh, and that is the exact garbage you've got to be looking for. Capitalizes with that 15 spike. Hugh surviving, but not exactly
clean
comfortable.
garbage there. Such a good well down the center.
Absolutely. Now it's Iceland who is in a little bit of trouble here. Does manage to survive that one, but Hugh's board is so clean right now. Nice multiplier. The 18 on the run back. Wow, that is huge damage. Pun not intended, but if it's there, I'm taking it.
Yeah, I would take that one. That felt well deserved.
Iceland right now looking for the fractal, but going to have to cancel out of it.
Ooh,
Oh,
this is
not
too
able to
much in
survive
one
that.
go.
Yeah.
As they've just said, misdropped into the fractal. It happens to the best of us. A wonderful all clear there from Hugh's side, a Tetris all clear sending maximum damage.
Iceland lives these, maybe?
The just about makes it down to the well to send some quads back Hugh's way.
Yeah, TSD as well, and a great downstack all around. Hugh with some crazy manipulation of that Z piece to live a few pieces longer. Great ingenuity, but unfortunately just short of being able to survive.
I love looking at the starting pieces and trying to think of what openers I would do, and obviously I'm nowhere near X rank, so it's fascinating seeing just how they use the pieces different in a much more efficient way than I would.
Yeah, it's a very interesting aspect of openers is that it's most of the time going to be straight up more efficient than just stacking, because as good as people are at making decisions in the moment, it's just factual that if you know what you're... Oh, is this going to be a PC from Hugh? Okay, no, he was looking for the mid-game PC there. Still going to be able to take it. But yeah, it's just factual that if you already know you're going to get attacks off, you're going to be much faster. And APM isn't just a measure of how efficient you are. Speed does matter, and in that sense, openers can be a huge boon.
Yeah, as soon as you know those pieces, it's like muscle memory. You don't even have to
Exactly.
think about where you're placing things.
And right there, 3.2 PPS, 160 almost APM from Hugh.
Just showing exactly what we're talking about. Same thing every single time. It's so clean. Oh, beautiful all clear there.
And do I hear
another
another?
one.
Yes, I
Oh.
do. Quad PC as well.
And Iceland survives it.
Yeah, excellent downstacking there on Iceland's side. Opens up the well, too. A nice continuation with that TSD, but doesn't have a great board to capitalize off of it, kind of forcing themselves to power stack quite a bit to try and keep that back-to-back up. And yeah, they do break it there. And that T misdrop going to be a little cumbersome.
As I like to call it, a T-spint.
Yeah, it's definitely more on the inside than the T-spin side. This is such a precarious spot, and yeah, Hugh, very, very good at just capitalizing on any moment that you are not keeping the pressure on.
Oh, so I would DT cannon this one. They probably won't. Oh no, Iceland does. That makes me feel better. I have at least the same brain sometimes.
Heck yeah. Alright, but we are into the mid-game now. Neither opener going to result in the kill in this particular round. And now Hugh seems to be trying to build up a little bit of back-to-back here. Opens up that well. Very good counting to 4 there. 6 back-to-back right now, but they are accepting some cheese in the meantime. That momentary hesitation to try and decide what the best route was may have actually cost them the round if they're not careful. Yeah, had to break back-to-back there. Yeah,
The
does
damage
manage to get it.
addition with the back-to-back.
Almost died to greed there, but now only 1 point away from moving on.
And the use of the 180 spin's fascinating. It's not something I've been able to master myself, but watching these games, you start to spot, you're like, oh, yeah, no, that could be used there. It's really fun to see.
Absolutely. Learning your SRS can go quite a ways, just helping you survive moments you otherwise couldn't, find more efficient ways to clean up the board, and even in some cases just finding multipliers and more damage that you wouldn't have been able to get because you just quite literally couldn't put pieces there. And now, you, with a crazy Z-spin, right as I say that, not going to get too much off of it though, as Iceland had a very nice counter spike of their own. And now we are fully into the thick of it, garbage going back and forth, but Hugh has such a big open well, 13 spike right there, send over to Iceland, but Iceland largely unfazed.
Just been sent in such a nice way as well. 2 beautiful wells and another one coming along. Not much cheese at all. It's exactly the same when it's sent over to Hugh's side, just one clear line of garbage.
Oh wow, this is a really, really good well for Iceland. Does end up canceling, maybe not intentionally there, but that was just because Hugh was sending in so much pressure. Still sitting on practically no garbage right now. A great place to start building up some back-to-back of their own. So far we've seen Hugh in the driver's seat, but this could be where the turns start to table, as Iceland is on 4 and Hugh seems to be struggling to get down a little bit. Sets up the TSS here and does get that quad off as well. And now we're sort of back in Hugh's comfort zone, but that is a huge 16 coming out from Iceland and a clean board to boot. Looking to close things out here.
It was so close. Not letting Hugh take that victory easily.
Absolutely. Making Hugh work for it harder than ever before. And not an impossible comeback, just needs to make sure that they are locking in those misdrops and making sure that, oh wow, this is a crazy DT continuation. Wow, worked really well with the garbage too. Yeah. Had that misdrop at the end, but by then it was too little too late, and Hugh was absolutely decimated in that round. 10-4 right now, but it is far from over and out.
Some beautiful floating T-spins on Hugh's side here.
Yeah, almost borderline mech there, but doesn't end up going into it, perhaps due to a misdrop. Now just looking for a way to get back down to that clean garbage, but had to burn the eyepiece there. And yeah, opts not to take the T-spin. That greed could have been deadly if attempted.
Oh, but Iceland right up at the top of their board. Got to break their way down to that well, and they do. Getting a little bit of fresh air and could breathe a little bit.
Yeah, that pressure and timing coming in clutch there for Iceland to stay in this match right now. But they're going to need more than that if they want to get this comeback done. Hugh looking very, very poised to capitalize on some of this garbage, but has a bit of an awkward cue right there. Yeah, not going to send over too much, and Iceland actually seem to have a great board as a result.
A nice 11 spike, but Hugh is able to counteract it before seeing any of it on their board. And a nice T-spin double donation there.
Oh, this is so dangerous for Iceland. Finds the down stack though. Once more. But they're not out of it yet. Nice. Gets the quad off as well. Cleans the board up nicely, but that misdrop.
Drop.
Oh, but they find the S-spin to get it done. What a down stack coming out from Iceland.
Holding
And they
my breath
once
right
again
there. I
survive.
cannot believe that. Hugh kicking themselves for not sending enough to take advantage of that situation.
Absolutely, but you know Iceland has got to be happy. Maybe not after that misdrop, though. Safely at the bottom of the board, though. Downstack largely done, but Hugh, in the meantime, has built up 5, 6, 7 back-to-back. Iceland does have a lot of clean garbage, but at what cost?
Well, back-to-backs now. That extra damage is going to be brutal.
Absolutely, and 15 back-to-back. A miracle that Iceland is still surviving, but survive
16.
they are.
Oh, and they end the back-to-back at 17 there.
Amazing survival and defensive play from Iceland to survive that absolute onslaught that Hugh was sending over.
Four stacking there. Really taking that opportunity to get as many T-spins as possible and be as efficient with their playstyle as they can.
Almost a mid-game PC there from Iceland, but parity not going to work out quite right. And now, just trying to send over some pressure. We can see gravity starting to increase a little bit. This is a 3-minute round here. Could get into margin time if they're not careful, so they have got to be working on getting a spike in while they still can.
These players must be exhausted at this point to keep that level of focus for so long. Hugh finding a really nice well there, sending T-spin then quad to get a nice back-to-back. And they do it!
Alright, and that is going to be it. Hugh taking the set at long last. Well earned.
So, as I'm quite new to sitting here, how many matches do we have left? What point of the conversation have we managed to get to?
Given I showed up about 3 minutes before you, I couldn't say myself, but I don't think there's too many left.
Wow,
I
but here
believe,
we
yeah,
go,
we're
the
well
bracket's
into our
been
top
put up.
8. And that was actually our... Oh, that was actually our
Oh, so
losers' quarters.
Iceland! Ah! Makes even more sense why they were fighting so hard, keeping their clutch on that competition. But Hugh makes it through to the losers semi-finals.
Absolutely, and in the meantime, it seems like we've got Mauricio and Urine over on the other side of losers' quarters, and only one of them can move on to losers' semis.
I do like the setup of the double elimination bracket. It really does make for some great games. Giving people that extra opportunity to keep themselves in competition is just fantastic. And as you
Absolutely.
said, here are our next two players.
24,960 on the side of Mauricio. A pretty recognizable face here. 130 APM, 3.4 PPS, a big speed gap compared to Urine's 2.73, but the APM gap not quite as large, so definitely an efficiency difference here. We'll have to see if Yu's going to be able to capitalize on that despite the impressive stats coming out from Mauricio.
It always fascinates me looking at these stats because sometimes that speed doesn't really navigate into the versus and the APM scores. It's really that efficiency that counts.
Mm-hmm.
So we got our warm-up game.
And already, this is just such an insane burst speed coming out from Mauricio. Over 4 PPS. But Urine not taken out yet. More than able to hold their own despite the speed difference here. So, going to have to see how they manage to get the kill off in response.
Both players right near down the bottom of their board. trying to build up to have something to attack with. Now, I've been faced with two names I do not know how to pronounce. I'm guessing we're going to have Uran, and how on earth do you pronounce the other one?
I mean, I've been saying Mauricio. I don't know
like
if I'm
that.
butchering or not, but
It sounds right. Thank you.
I'll either be confidently right or confidently wrong, so I'm down to go down confident either way.
And that's what matters at the end of the day. Just pure confidence. And we
Alright.
are going first to 11.
Here we go. Off the rip. Looks like we... Ooh, was that a stick skim I saw on Uran's side? That was very interesting.
It was.
Mauricio, on the other hand, going to get a quick counter spike and build up that nice little S prop as well with the 18 into the Kaidan. This is some crazy pressure coming out and going to take that real quick compared to the warm-up.
Sending quite a lot of damage, and Mauricio got a nice clean well on that left hand side, able to send it back, and that spike is just too much for Uran to be able to handle and takes the second point.
Alright, here we go. We've got a Seisman opener on Mauricio's side. Very interesting stacking method I do not recognize from Uran, but seemed like it had got a lot of early pressure. But speaking of early pressure, what a counter spike. Mauricio sending all of that garbage right back over and then some to bring it up to 3-0.
Uran taking a second to decide what they want to do with this set of pieces. And setting up for, again, can't tell the difference, that opener. Mauricio is right at the top of their board, but I'm sure they're going to be able to spike it straight back down over to Uran, who is an interesting board state, but nothing that can't be handled quickly to get back down to that garbage. Bit more cheesy on their side, but still not challenging to get right back down to the bottom as they're showing, sending quads along the way. Mauricio slightly higher up their board, but easily able to send it. That's a lot of damage over to Uran, so hopefully they'll be able to find that down stack, and they do. They start to find it, but Mauricio is still sending plenty of T-spin doubles at the same time. And a quad coming, a back-to-back of 9, and that's just too much for Uran to be able to handle, and we are at 4-0.
Yeah, the pressure is just insane, and Uran cannot afford to make any misdrops at the top here. Just one mistake could be deadly, and oh, we've got a bit of a mirror match right now. Oh, but it seems like they've opted for different continuations, and Uran going to misdrop the PC there, not quite getting the finisher they were looking for, and in the meantime, Mauricio has built up a whole fractal and an LST-like shape, and again, just so much pressure. It's just insane to try to deal with all of this clean garbage being thrown around so fast, especially at the speed disadvantage.
Speed difference between the two players is really interesting to watch as it changes, going from that opener to mid-game. That was an incredible amount of damage sent by Uran. Mauricio just trying to open those wells up so that they can clear it back down.
Yeah, but in the meantime, Uran seems to have misdropped, and now what once was your pressure now is mine. The turns have tabled, and Mauricio brings it up to 6-0.
We do like to return to sender here. With added interest if possible.
Absolutely. But speaking of send, Uran not going to be able to send over any garbage initially, but will off of that nice garbage acceptance in the opener phase. Sometimes having the speed disadvantage... Yeah, sometimes having the speed disadvantage can become an advantage if it's going to mean that you get to be on the tanking side of the tanking and counter spiking. And yeah, there we go. Point on the board.
And we put the broom away, no sweep is happening here.
Absolutely.
I wonder if that eyepiece was misdropped based upon the slight pause we had there.
That's the classic. The misdrop into the as you just try to figure out what you're gonna do.
Oh yes. The speed of which you get through the getting shorter as you go up the ranks. I've been
I
known to sit
wish.
there for a good 5 seconds going, what do I do now?
See, you would think that it does, but for some reason I don't seem to have inherited that. I'm still sitting there for way longer than I should be. And by the time I figure out what to do, I now have to change my plans because my opponent has not honored my pause to think for some reason. I can't tell you why.
Say, that's bad. Oh, such bad sportsmanship to not pause when your opponent misdrops.
That's what I'm
Shocking.
saying. Where's my timeouts in Tetra League?
And we're up to 7-2. As we were saying earlier, a lot of the openers just become muscle memory, so it really does make you stop when you misdrop something you're expecting to be exactly the same way as you predict it in your mind. A wonderful all clear there. Buren hanging on, not letting Mauricio take this win too easily. Gonna make them work.
Dude, I keep getting like monkey neuron baited by the beginning of Stick Skim because it also looks like the beginning of Center 4 wide. So every time I get so close to saying Center 4 wide from Urine and then it just isn't.
Honestly, when they're going this fast and I'm quite new to learning all of the openers, I give up. I know my TKI. I know my DC cannon. I'm comfortable. And then I come to watch some X-Ranks play and I'm like, this is stuff I couldn't even imagine happening.
Yeah, it doesn't help that people like invent the new best opener every Thursday, it feels like. Like by the time I finally know the name of what everyone's using, well, they're not using it anymore.
I did get fooled by one called the Dragon at some point. They were like, no, you've got to look this up. I was like, what? Yeah, it was a thing.
Yeah, Dragon Special, probably. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
that
I've
was the
heard of
one.
it.
Yeah. And then you got your sailboats, of course.
Yeah, don't even get me started on the bird openers. There's like 40.
That's the dream, is to become so good at Tetris that you get to name an opener.
Honestly, it's not even a skill thing. It's just trying to find something that hasn't already been uncovered, which is much easier said than done.
Oh, we just need to bring back the 7+X Tetris League, don't we?
So true. I agree.
I loved that.
7+X was great. But speaking of 7+, they have gotten 1 added to their 7 and are now at 8-3 here. Only 3 points away.
Oof. Too quick and Urine goes up to 4. So this main one that Urine's doing, which one is this?
You know?
Because it feels like an SDPC, but could also be a stick spin. If anyone in the chat can tell me, I'd also appreciate it. Because they keep doing it, and I'm like, I should recognise this.
I think there was a solid 2-day period when I could tell the difference between SDPC and Stickspin. I believe I learned it for the Tetra World Championship, actually. I was like, alright, if I'm going to be on comms, this is a serious event, I need to know the difference between these two openers. And then I, on day 1 of comms for that, realized I actually didn't care and forgot it immediately.
Oh, fair. I'm planning on having them all up on the wall behind my monitors and being like, right, it's that one.
Oh, that's smart. Just a reference table open, that's a good idea.
Of all of the, what I like to call, advanced ones. Though I am enjoying the tier lists that are making their rounds on Twitter at the moment.
Yeah, well, that makes one of you. You're probably one of the only people who has gotten more enjoyment than hatred out of them. They've caused a lot of strife and disagreement. That's
it's
I'm
much
loving
easier
that.
when you're new. When you're new and you don't know them, it's all good. You're like, oh wow, that's a thing.
That's kind of all of Tetris knowledge. Just the less you know, the happier you are.
I'll
It's
accept
the
that.
ignorance is bliss, like, in action.
Well, that's going to be my new excuse for why I don't want to rank up any higher, because I want to still be happy.
See, that's why it's honestly, I don't support sandbagging, obviously. But I also don't support pushing yourself to grind insane amounts just for the sake of rank.
Oh, no,
Like, if you
where
just
is
have
that?
fun playing the game where you're at, awesome. Keep it up.
Yeah, sometimes we forget that Tetris is, a game and we're meant to have fun.
Oh, wait, there was a real center forward, and I'm pretty sure a miss multiplier, but if you win the round, I'll forgive you. Awesome, I forgive you.
And we are at match point. Oh, this is going to really frustrate me because I know the difference is based on whether the T-piece is standing up or not when they drop it. And I think my problem is I've learnt them the other side of the board. That's what's getting me. That's gonna massively frustrate me. After this, I'm not gonna be able to sleep until I look it up.
Yeah.
Micho just needing to get to that well, manages to do so. Beautiful 2 T-spin doubles, 2 quads from what I saw to be able to take that game, and they win the round. Both players playing
20.
fantastically.
And that means that they will be moving on to losers semis. And I believe that is what is up next. So we'll have to see if the insane pressure will be enough to stop Hugh.
Ooh, this will be good. I wonder what the speed difference is. I'll be very interested to look at the stats because Hugh seemed to also be quite a fast player.
Exactly, that speed gap not going to be there anymore. It's now going to be a battle of efficiency and control. Who can stop themselves from making misdrops, who can last longer in these rounds, and who can capitalize the most off of the insane amount of garbage being thrown around.
It is comforting to know that no matter what level you are, misdrops are always rampant.
Absolutely.
Nothing changes.
It's a universal phenomenon.
We all have that misdrop frustration. We have it in different ways. I know personally, I curse. I really do. I wish I could handle it better, but it's always there. Especially when you drop a line bar horizontally over your vertical center well. That's my favourite. Absolute favourite. Oh no, we're on the winner's side.
Ooh, interesting.
So, Cold versus my favourite to find in the quick play, Flying Diarrhea.
Mm-hmm.
What a fantastic name. I wish I was that inventive. And these players, oh wow, that speed is pretty close. It's closer than I imagined, but Flying Diarrhea definitely up there with the Versus score and the APM.
Absolutely. Flying Diarrhea, a very, very well-known player, making the rounds recently, winning things like Super Streamer Lobby, winning some tournaments, coming up in quick play a lot, just making moves in the community. For those of you wondering who this person might be and why they are suddenly the 7th best player in the world, this player is also known as Shark. So if you're wondering where Shark disappeared to or who this person is, here's 2 birds with 1 stone.
Have you ever seen them in the same room? No, because of the same person.
Exactly.
It amazes me the difference in the stats that 4TR makes. It's just so close when you get to X rank.
Yeah, that's the thing. The more you get up, the less your TR actually changes with wins and losses. So at this high of a level, you are not going to be getting full points of TR for winning a game. You'll get like 0.2 or something.
Whereas I'm still at the point where I can go plus or minus 300 in one game. I have people watch and they're like, oh my goodness, I haven't increased by 300 in years. I'm like, yeah, get bad. Then you can have those increases. It's like it's my favorite advice to give when people who are highly skilled complain about things. It's like, get bad. You're too good. That's your answer.
It's fun whiplash to see people complain about like, I can't believe I only got 50. Like, well, I would also say I can't believe it, but not for the same reason you would.
Oof. These 2 are brothers. Oh my goodness, I wonder if they're in the same room. That would be... wow.
That's insane. I didn't know they were brothers. Being the 1 seed and the 2 seed as siblings is insane. This is the Mario and Luigi of the community right now.
Whereas I'm pleased to say that I could beat my brother playing one-handed. And I'm really glad that he's asleep and not hearing that, because he would take me up on that.
I could beat all of my siblings put together without using any hands.
That I would watch. Like,
Yeah, I'm an only
honestly,
child.
you could ticket that. Oh, that makes sense. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, suddenly it comes out. Oh, that was a TKI there. That makes me happy. Into an LST stack. So this is our warm-up. So which of the brothers? Sibling grudge match.
See, this is what's got me thinking. If we're introducing like sibling tactics into this, like if your opponent's about to like spike you, and you grab their computer, then what?
We can't see it, therefore it cannot be confirmed or denied. So
That's
I think
what I'm
that,
saying. This is we can't prove that they did that.
Yeah, in a LAN, bit different. But in this situation, you're right. No one would know. But
So
we
really,
would not
it's a battle of
endorse
honor
those
as well.
tactics. Absolutely would not endorse those sorts of tactics, even though I would do that to my brother in a heartbeat.
See, that's what I'm saying. No one endorses it, but
Jab to the
siblings know.
ribs. So, yeah. If
It's
you
a
have
different
sibling,
kind of
you
game.
know. Family does not last when it comes to Mario Kart, Tetris, none of those. Family does not matter. And here we go.
All right.
Remember,
Getting
that's
into it, misdrop on cold side to start it off, and that is not going to fly. 200 APM.
Right there.
That's also
I like
very
that.
even 200 APM. 200.00.
Oh, nice. That takes effort. Oh, again, this is the thing. I think, oh no, there's a misdrop. Nope, it's just the setup for a floating T-spin. It amazes me.
Honestly,
And
it
God,
can be
hits straight
both.
back. Yeah, exactly.
The ability of the X rank is not to not make misdrops, it's to figure out how to use your misdrops more intelligently. And just knowing those shapes can go a long way. And speaking of going a long way, yeah, that PC is going to go a long way, and it's going to introduce quite a lot of clean garbage into the game. Great forecasted fractal as well on the follow-up right now. Huge damage coming out.
Cold going, oh no, what on earth do I do? And
Yeah, Cold
accepts
reaching for the
that-
computer at that time.
Yep, and accepts the spike is sending them to the moon. I wonder if they both decided to have illness-related usernames now, because it kind of links. Oh,
Who do you go to see if your diarrhea is flying? Like, what do you go to, like, what doctor helps you out with that? Like, I don't think the
mean-
gastroenterologist has you covered.
honestly, I think if I was having those kinds of issues, I wouldn't have the energy to talk to a doctor.
Oh my god,
My
yeah, that was
goodness.
just barely enough.
Knowing their brothers makes this better, because you can tell this is a sibling fight. Just taking matches one off of another. Next thing you know, they'll be
Siblings love
tearing
each
each other's
other.
hair out.
And siblings hate each other. Those things are both true, and you can
Oh,
tell
yeah.
in this match that this is a match filled not only with love, but with hatred.
Yes. With who is going to get to brag around the dinner table.
God, who do you think the parents of these two are? If
And whether
both
they
of
know how
these
to
people
play.
are insane at Tetris to this degree, their parents have got to be, like, ridiculous.
Or their parents are really good at classic Tetris and don't understand what this modern lark is.
Mmm.
I only know that because that's exactly what my dad is. He refuses to play modern Tetris because T-spins to him break the laws of physics.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong at all. But it still amuses me, and I think it's because he knows I can beat him.
Yeah, well, fair enough.
Yeah.
At some point, we'll be on the receiving end of it, so, you know, I don't appreciate
Already
it, but I
on
can
the
understand
receiving
it.
end. Yes, no, I show up to LAN, I'm already on the receiving end. You get used to it. And Cole back down at the bottom of the board, flying diarrhea with a quad there. He was just pausing to send it at the most opportune moment.
Great TSS there from Cole to preserve that back-to-back. Not going to be able to hold on to it for too much longer, though. And now, Flying Diarrhea waited to cancel there and has a great 6-3 stack going. The STSD as well. Back-to-back times 6 in a flash. Wow.
Literally up to 6 in what, like 8 to 10 seconds? That was amazing.
Yeah, very, very efficient play.
And here we go again with Flying Diarrhea using my absolute favourite opener, leading it into a fractal. Do love a good TKI. So versatile.
It is a classic for a reason.
Exactly.
Oh, this is a very rough spot for Cole to be in. Had to cycle quite a while for that T-piece. Does manage to find it, though, and now the tables have turned. Yeah, that was a great SGSD find just for some insurance, but the counter spike was crazy.
I did not see that one coming. Hey, more TKIs.
Yeah, I've noticed both of these players are very much looking at what the opponent is doing. They are not just trying to pressure. They are very much reacting to how their opponent's board is, and if they are in a position where they should send or where they should wait and get to a better one.
I guess
Like,
that's
both
what's
times
going to
it's been
happen.
huge spikes rather than consistent pressure that's taken the rounds, and I think that's very, very important to acknowledge.
They must know the play styles of each other. Like, you can imagine they discuss this a lot, so they must know exactly how to get each other.
Yeah, that's another thing. It's got to be great to have a sparring partner who you have always knowledge of. Like, there's nothing that you as a player can do to practice that someone in your house isn't gonna know about. So just having that, like, knowledge factor is going to make it much more of a cerebral game than it would have otherwise been.
They must be able to push each other so well as well. I'd love to have someone to push me like that. And Flying Diarrhea
Alright.
takes another round.
Here we go, back-to-back starting up on both sides with this LST-like shape. Cold had accepted a little bit of garbage, but oh no, that's
Too
slight
much.
greed. Just wanted to place 1 or 2 pieces, and that was 1 or 2 pieces too many.
Have a wonderful 6-3 stack here.
Oh my
The
god, very,
donation,
very
the
great.
speed. Almost 4.5 pieces per second. I don't
Takes it
think my
into the
brain is ever
LST-like
gonna-
shape, but bit of an interesting stack right now to try to convert off of. Yeah, not going to be able to find the kill there. Kind of too power stacky and not enough significant attacks there, but they do manage to keep a clean board. And Cold, meanwhile, has set up a TST tower. Almost dies for their troubles. A
Like Flying Diarrhea.
23. But it is not over yet, and Cold responds in kind. But just like that,
Oh,
15-20
another 20.
again.
Oof. And Cold knows that's just too much.
This is just insane spiking play coming out from Flying Diarrhea. Despite all of Cole's attacks, they know exactly when to wait and when to send to get the kill.
Oh, lots of damage over on Flying Diarrhea side, but nothing they can't handle. Very quickly going through, creating a TST into a TSD and then a quad, followed by another quad. We're up to back-to-back 5 now. That extra damage going to really be causing issues. Back-to-back 9,
Absolutely.
10.
Great misdrop fix as well. Just, I think they misdropped actually twice there. And the first time they had reached a TST, they had created a TST out of it. And the second time, they were able to recover it with that nice S-spin. So, amazing manipulation of the pieces there in order to keep that back-to-back going.
And they're doing it again, up to 5. 6, 7. Almost a game to them at this point of how high they can push it. Oh, but really high up to the top of the board now. Losing their back-to-back combo, just a bit greedy, and Cold takes that point.
Yeah, Cold deciding to do a little bit of pushing of their own. And now they have pushed it up to 4-9. Far from over right now. And Cold, if you're Cold here, what do you got to do to adapt? How do you survive these insane spikes and massive back-to-back chains that Flying Diarrhea has been building up?
Board again, but able to find that down stack. Awkward Z piece there, but they're able to use it to their advantage to stack back down. But Flying Diarrhea is already at the bottom of their board with a back-to-back of 4, ready to send some more. They lose their back-to-back in favour of getting down to that well so that they can create more TSDs. And a sneaky 180 spin I saw there in amongst all of the carnage, really, I think is the best way to put it.
That it is, and speaking of which, Cold, a bit of a deathly misdrop there, but finds a great fix and a huge spike as well. Needs to find the kill now, sets up a crazy donation off of that L, but it wasn't quite enough to kill, and now Flying Diarrhea finding their way out, trying to burst back down to this clean garbage. They've opened up the well, and now they are all the way down. The efforts of Cold undone.
This amuses me with games like this, when you're normally like, right, when it reaches the 2-minute mark, we're going to start having gravity. It's not going to affect these players whatsoever.
Absolutely. The only gravity affecting them is the gravity of the situation, and I think it is starting to hit for Flying Diarrhea, because Cold is making a comeback right now, 9-5.
There was a moment of, oh, that's a miss drop. It was brief, but we saw it. Back-to-back of 5, loses it. But has already sent quite a lot of damage before that point. A 12 spike coming from Cold, but Flying Diarrhea is able to negate a majority of it. Now trying to stack up those back-to-backs again. You can see those pauses, just as you were saying earlier, those pauses where they look at the other board and go, right, is this the right time to send this attack?
Yeah, and they're 10 back-to-back. It's going to make any attack a deadly one. And now, speaking of 10, it is 10-5, only 1 point away from moving on to Grand Finals.
You do have to wonder if this is going to be what we're seeing in the Grand Finals. It'll be interesting to see whoever loses going up against our amazing players in the loser bracket. And again, you can see that holding on and waiting to see what's going to come, to use that garbage to their benefit to send a spike. But that's a 20 spike from Cold, which is just too much for Flying Diarrhea to handle without having anything to negate it. And we're still at match point. A wonderful little TKI there. And that was a really good RNG for where that garbage showed up. Always love it when that happens.
Great survival there from Cold, but will it be enough? Finds a 12 on the reversal, and then another clean combo. Back-to-back still alive here, but Flying Diarrhea still alive as well.
Wonderful down stack there. Sacrifices the back-to-back, but makes it all the way back down to give some breathing room. Wonderful T-spin double donation there from Flying Diarrhea. Cold has so much damage coming. Are they going to be able to do anything? The eyepieces come at just the right time in order to negate some of that damage.
Oh,
And a
but what a
great donation
counter
gives
spike.
them the point.
10-8. This is very, very close. Cold needs to keep calm. Calm, cold, and collected here. But we'll have to see. Oh, the mirrored opener here. Both having to wait for the Z-piece to get hit by the gravity there. A very funny beginning. But Cold going to find the PCs there. No second one, but they do have quite a lot of clean garbage coming off the opener. But they also have that S misdrop and a huge incoming spike.
Able to negate
Desperately
it
trying to
and get
open
back
up the
down.
well. They managed to, and now Flying Diarrhea at the top. But they have a great spike to cancel off that incoming damage and make it back down themselves. And now we are solidly into the mid game.
Of space for things to be created to send damage, really needing to keep that aggression on in order to send a spike big enough to take out either one of those players. Flying Diarrhea right at the top, and it's just too much, and we're getting close to a tiebreaker.
10-9. Either player able to almost taste the victory here. Oh, and Flying Diarrhea has misdropped. The nerves might be coming into play here a little bit. Sets up a nice TSD into the quad. Building up so much back-to-back here, and Cold doesn't seem to have a way out.
And we have game.
And they are able to clutch up, not letting that comeback complete. And that will be Flying Diarrhea going to your grand finals.
What an incredible game. That was just so close. Honestly, for a second, I thought that that Cold was going to take that. Thought it was going to be one of the biggest upsets.
Yeah, you could definitely see that Cold started locking in and getting a bunch of rounds in a row, but Flying Diarrhea not going to let that happen and does manage to move on. But important to remember, Cold is not out of it yet. That is knocking them down to losers finals, where they will be playing the winner of our next match, Q99 and Mauricio.
So let's have a look at some of these stats of these players. So Mauricio is still quite a bit faster than Q, but Q actually having the higher versus in APM, so showing that efficiency might be the way to go here. And we are in for our warm-up.
Here we go. Only one of these players will remain in the tournament.
They've got all to play for.
Alright, off the rip here. Hugh, again, working with this interesting T-spin setup. Got a little bit of a wait there. Might be looking at the opponent's board to try to figure out what's going to be their next move.
I do always wonder how psychological these warm-ups get. Like, do you show your full power to your opponent just before you're going to take them on? Or do you lull them into a full sense of security?
I think there's merits either way. I don't think you go soft enough to lose, though, because momentum can be an important part of the game. If you are going in knowing you can win, I think it can be a good boost.
Tennis going on here, back to back, sending all of that garbage either way. Both boards looking at a pretty even state.
Yeah, Mauricio not really, at least so far, not really able to get that pressure going that we know they can output. Does get a great accept there, though, and that is a 13 spike, and Hugh is not in a position to receive it. And yeah, instead of that normal pressure, they instead opted for waiting for the right moment and then sending over one kill shot spike. We'll have to see if that strategy persists beyond the warm-up, or if they were just trying to gauge. Alright, and here we go.
Our loose semis. Oh, wonderful all clear there from Q. Oh, a sad misdrop there from Mauricio. We'll need to see what they do about that. I'm sure they can clear that quite easily. And they do, getting back down to their well. But Q ready with a TSD into a quad, and another one already set up.
Oh, but this is a rough mishold to have. Yeah, Hugh kind of caught unawares by Mauricio if they can get a counter spike, but they may not live long enough to, and yeah, Mauricio one piece away from escaping that dangerous situation.
All been there.
Alright, Hugh has a bit of back-to-back. Great decision to take the TSS instead of the TSD to preserve it.
Oh, but I don't think Hugh's going to be able to take that damage, and not able to, and Mauricio gets their first point to even the score.
Mauricio might have
Another
misdropped in the
all-clear.
opening there, and Hugh looking to capitalize real quick with some DPC.
And another all clear, a quad all clear in fact to boot.
Yeah, got the RNG quad PC, and there's an age-old adage, we take those.
Oh yes. I don't think I don't know anyone who would have been able to deal with that sort of spike.
Yeah, definitely a huge group of damage to be able to deal with. And again, this DPC doing wonders for Hugh so far, not even letting Mauricio start a stack, let alone get the pressure that we know they want to be sending. The opener is just a choke point that right now they cannot overcome. Oh, and especially not with that misdrop. But Hugh not opting to DPC this round, so we are going to be into the mid game.
Nice wells there. It sent a really good spike of damage. But Hugh also able to send it straight back, so the board states are looking pretty similar at this stage of the game.
Alright, Mauricio does find their way out. One back-to-back right now, but a great stack to expand it with. Hugh had accidentally made that T-spin a little bit too tall to work. Does have a ton of clean garbage though. And yeah, manages to get that counter spike with a huge open well.
To get the all clear again. Oh, there's been damage since they'll be unable to. Mauricio understanding that's what they've got to do in order to stop that massive spike of damage coming their way.
Yeah, we know this is where Mauricio wants to be. This LST so strong, 216 APM, a huge amount of pressure to deal with, and even Hugh is not going to be able to handle that much APM at once. Oh, and Mauricio doing some PCing of their own. 5 PPS, a blazing fast DPC. Not going to be able to get the DPC itself off, though, but does get 2 PCs and a great lead to boot. Oh, and this stack is so clean on Mauricio's side, but they did have to burn a T to make it. But 23 is a huge answer to what Hugh was dishing out. And now, what once was seeming like Hugh was pulling away is now seeming the exact opposite.
And again, Mauricio sending early damage to stop that PC coming their way. So much damage early on. Hugh on the defense, trying to find that down stack.
Oh, what a play from Hugh, but not going to be enough. Great knowledge to know that they could put that S fully off screen, off the board, but not touching the X and not making a piece spawn in it so they would survive. But unfortunately, there was already too much garbage set in the queue for them to be able to survive afterwards.
Fractals and floating T-spins from Hugh's sides there, just very, very clean. But Mauricio managing to take most of that damage and get straight back down to the bottom of their board.
What a
nice
dono from Hugh
spike
there. And Hugh keeping it very clean, but again, outsped by Mauricio, so not going to have the easiest time getting back-to-back setup. And speaking of back-to-back, there is 11 of it on Mauricio's side right now, which is adding some huge APM. 13, greening a little bit, but does manage to get it to 14 and get the TSD off. And yeah, that is going to be the pressure they need to finally take the lead.
We're into game 10. A wonderful 11 spike there from Mauricio over to the other side. Really nice clean well. But Hugh manages to get back down to the bottom of their board. Just stacking up now in a 5-4. Their garbage
Oh,
is
but that
a-
misdrop.
They managed to make it through down to the bottom. Two lovely wells coming out there into their garbage. Now looking a bit cheesier on Mauricio's side.
Yeah, digging through it excellently though. 6 combo. No small feat, and now the secret grade has moved to Hugh's side of the playfield.
Secret grade confirmed.
Hugh looking to start something with that sort of 9-0 like setup. And what they are starting is a huge counter spike, a 22, but Mauricio not going to be topped out by it. And now Mauricio has so much clean garbage if they're able to capitalize on it. They send a 15, a good start, but not going to get the kill just yet. Starting to build up this LST-like shape. This could be dangerous for Hugh if it is allowed to continue. And right now it's seeming pretty continued to me.
Board.
Yeah, that's going to be 6-4.
Wonderful all clear there from Hugh, but actually still taking on damage themselves even after doing so. Got a really good well to get down to there on the right hand side to send a bunch of quads, but what a fractal from Mauricio's side. Wonderfully set up.
Super clean continuation. But will it be enough to survive is a different question entirely, as Hugh was sending over so much cheese that it actually turned into a spike there. Mauricio still living though. Not sitting on the greatest board of all time, but one that will get them by for the moment.
Oh, right at the top, Hugh just really needs to take advantage of this, waiting for that T-piece, and that TSD into a quad just finishes Mauricio off.
And we're kind of seeing a pattern emerge here. Mauricio is allowed to cook, allowed to start building up this insane back-to-back pressure, and it is turning out pretty poorly for Hugh, as we just saw. But Hugh is able to cheese, interrupt, and time, and they are able to disrupt that pressure and get the round.
All clear from both sides there. So it's 2 all clears from both sides there. The RNG truly working in our players' favour. The
Well,
third
Mauricio
one,
accidentally...
not quite.
Yeah, Mauricio accidentally dropping the O piece in the T slot there. Not going to be great for the APM, but not going to be too bad either, given how they were able to convert the board as a result. Oh, but they might have to break it after that horizontal eye misdrop. What you were talking about earlier, one of the worst it can be. Oh, but what a conversion!
Side. And an 8 point for Mauricio there. 3 to go. Can they manage it?
Oh, this could be so dangerous for Hugh here. Huge STSD sent over. You're gonna have to change something up if they want to find a way back into this match. Mauricio too comfortable right now. Oh, and that PC could be the start of something. Looking for the DPC as well, but accepts the one line there. Honestly, a little bit of greed for the quad solve, it could be argued. Cost them that find, and oh my goodness, what a counter spike coming out from Mauricio. And Hugh pushed all the way up to death's door, but managing to survive with some excellent down stacking and to get that forecasted TSD off in order to stay in this match.
Board state still looking kind of even. Oh, but just too much in one go. Just as I say that, we get to match point from Mauricio. Definitely a commentator's curse right there.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible floating T-spins from Hugh there.
The mech TSD at match point from your opponent is crazy. But honestly, if it works, it works. It resolved very cleanly. All in all, didn't have too much of an impact either way.
No, that impresses me. And we have game. Mauricio goes through to take on Cold. But incredibly played, Hugh. Well done.
Absolutely. A very, very strong showing. And now it will be Mauricio's turn to serve as the underdog in the match against our losers finals opponent, Goldie.
But it's always lovely to see our players from Antarctica, Hugh was from. I wonder how the computers work in that cold.
Yeah, well, I suppose our next opponent would have quite a bit of experience with that, actually.
Indeed they would. Maybe they could tell us.
Honestly, if Ox can operate the servers from the moon, I'm convinced anything is possible with Tetrio.
Yep. Yep, agreed. I would just step back and go, you're good. Take over the world. It's all good. I'm just looking at my stats in comparison to these X-rated players, and I might have a little way to go. My versus being 42 compared to these 250 odd or 290 in Cold's side.
I don't even want to look.
It's a little bit of work to do.
Oh, but speaking of stats, though, an interesting thing to note here. Bit higher APM and slower speed on Cold side, and lower APM and higher speed on Mauricio's side. We'll have to see which ends up weighing more. This loser's
from that
finals.
last game we saw that Mauricio showing that speed really does have a massive impact. And we're just waiting for Cold to join the room. And I think that's me done. So we have a wonderful commentator coming in now, Vara, who will be taking over for me. But thank you for letting me come and chat to you guys for a bit. And best of luck to our players.
Alright, I will bid you adieu and 07.
Doodle Atomic Booty, and thank you for the introduction. Hi, it is me again.
Hello, hello. Welcome in. You have arrived at an excellent time. We are going to be getting into our losers finals.
I can see it, Seed 2 and Seed 3. Pretty hefty TR difference, but if the last round is anything to judge by, and I assume it is, Mauricio is not to be underestimated, so I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
Mauricio does seem to actually have the speed advantage, which, you know, might not actually say all that, given the difference in APM first, but see.
Alright, and yes, we will. No warm-up needed. We are getting right into it. MKO.
Still real. And Stick Spin, the accursed thing. hell of a spike to start it off with.
Oh my goodness.
Cold does not seem to have adjusted all that well.
Yeah, Mauricio proving that they are not to be underestimated right off the bat there, taking an early lead.
Open remaining a top 30 player is wild. MS2, so real.
Oh, and they're going to do it again after those misdrops.
4 PPS DPS. Okay.
What do you think the expected value, like of any given match, is that there will be some opener that goes into DPC present on at least one of the boards? Do you think it's over or under 50%?
I feel like that depends on who you're watching play. In Stratosphere, definitely over 50.
Hey, but we love it here, and honestly, I'm loving this 8-9 back-to-back. Broken, unfortunately, but no small feat. And now another cut copy into the spike there from Cold, and Mauricio not going to have DPC to save them that time, and that is going to be Cold on the board.
Two to 1, we've finally seen a game get to mid-game, and, well, early O-bag, I guess. The universe is cruel and unfeeling. That is not what I imagined Mauricio was going for.
Yeah, the universe a little more cruel and unfeeling to Mauricio there, it seems. Interesting choice earlier in that round. Cold opted to not take the PC off of the opener and instead accept the clean garbage. Clearly worked out pretty well for them there.
Gonna say, oop, that's for Mauricio. Oh, bit of a downstack was not enough.
This is one of the pratfalls that can come from being such a fast player. The faster you are, the more prone you are to cascade misdrops, where you misdrop once, and by the time you've realized it, you've placed pieces as if you haven't, and then as a result, you've misdropped effectively 5 more times.
That right there was just unlucky placement, but yeah, no, the thing about misdropping is definitely really interesting. I wonder how much as a fast player, what extent of your playstyle really just has to become learning how to deal with the consequences of your own speed.
I think Westel could probably do a TED Talk about that.
I would definitely be very interested in, honestly, Westel's commentary on it. Truly superhuman speed, but pulled out with a very interesting, I forget the term for it, silly little me, but Cold has, oh no, they broke back to back.
Not before getting some serious damage in, though. And Mauricio now going to send that damage right back, a 19 off of the clean garbage there. And Cold not out of it yet, and in fact, sitting on some very nice garbage of their own, takes the TSS to set up some back-to-back and gets a floating off. And that little bit of garbage actually going a long way right in that LST shape already. Oh, but Mauricio lives it all.
Cold just hit him with more back-to-back. They do have to downstack there, but...
Yeah, both of these players throwing around so much clean garbage and neither able to top the other out here. We're used to seeing the unstoppable force versus the immovable object. This is kind of just two unstoppable forces clashing as hard as they can right now. And oh my goodness, that misdrop on Mauricio's side.
But they get past it. Oh, spoke too soon. That looked recoverable. Shame on me. We have at least had a round go past a minute, so cheers.
That is true. Cold misdropping once more, that T misdrop, going to put them in a very awkward spot, but they do find a nice downstack, showing some speed of their own with that burst there. And now they're just trying to set up some back-to-back once more, now that they're out of danger. And Mauricio now, of course, is in danger, and was not quite able to survive.
I almost thought that was one of those strange openers, but no, that was just a very unfortunate stick spin misdrop. They seem to be living it fine, but just barely a spike there, but a spike nonetheless. Cold not able to misdrop. With some fun skimming though.
Alright, 3-5 now. Another mirror. Oh, the PC coming out on both sides as well.
Everyone gets the PC, everyone wins. Mauricio does not finish the DPC like I think they were trying to do.
Yeah, everyone wins seems to become everyone misdrops their DPC solution, which honestly means we get more mid game. So maybe it's not a loss.
Real. Mauricio with some incredible board position there. That's absolutely took advantage of it with that spike. That was certainly a series of events. Honestly, kind of forgot what to say there. Immediately turning it into more APM though from Cole, pretty impressive.
Speaking of Cold, Cold waited to accept there, getting even more of that clean garbage off, and now takes the TSS, just try and start some back-to-back. We know that they're able to survive so much pressure, and now they're putting out the pressure of their own. But they do have to break to back-to-back there, but Mauricio misdropping. Finds a crazy L180 to try and survive, but unfortunately it's going to be a little bit too little too late, and Cold is bringing it up to 3-6.
There have been some honestly inspirational misdrops. I will never be able to feel bad about my own. Cold with a decent spike that Mauricio just plays past. Having to... That was an interesting decision, but...
Oh, what a spike from Mauricio, surviving all of that. Oh, but no T-piece in sight right now.
Did they get it? They just barely get the T-piece, but they will not get the down swap. Three to 7. It's getting a little bit more tilted now, but it is the first to 11, so there's still plenty of game left. Mauricio with some... Oh! That T misdrop was kind of killer. That probably could... Oh, and the I misdrop. They had the eyepiece in sight too. Well, I should say. Three to 8. They do use 2 different openers. That's a development.
Absolutely, and it seems that Mauricio is developing a little bit of back-to-back right now. As I say that though, Commentator's Curse, away it goes. And Cold right now seeming to struggle a little bit with that down stack, but they do manage to open up the clean garbage that they have accepted. Mauricio looking for a way to build up this back-to-back, but unfortunately misdrops the T-piece. Yeah, going to have to break it there.
I was gonna say, are they playing on that? I mean, okay, they evidently decided not to, though. This is honestly pretty impressive how quickly they moved past that. Cold still trying to get a little bit further down their board. Succeeds.
I love watching Cold wait and just look. It's so like ominous for the other player, because you know they are plotting something. They are up to no good if they are pausing and looking at your board.
Absolutely devious player, real.
For real. And speaking of devious, Mauricio finding a devious floating there. Keeping that back-to-back alive for just a little bit longer, but still somehow in the back seat right now in terms of the pressure, as Cold was just knowing exactly when to accept and counter spike. Gets a nice counting to 4 there as well, but unfortunately has some rough misdrops to deal with at the top, which is going to give Mauricio a chance to respond in kind, and respond he will, 7 back-to-back.
EKI is still real. Oh, that team must drop. That would have been a fun spike too for Cold Board. And they pop out. Okay.
Alright, and 5-8 here. Cold looking for the run back against their brother, and Mauricio looking to upset not only their rank, but their seed here and move on. Only one of them can, though, and right now, Mauricio saying it should be me as they stack up a huge power roll right now, trying to send over all the damage they can, but Cold unfazed, going to open up and send a 14 there on the return. Misdrops the T at the bottom of the board, though. That's going to put a halt on any pressure, but these misdrops on Mauricio's side are certainly going to halt the pressure on his, and yeah, it's going to be Cold who recovers faster.
Hell of a stick spin, but Cold seems perfectly A-okay throughout the endeavor. Gonna have to back down stack a bit now. Not able to get it through. 6 to 9. Not gonna... awful score. Should be banned from happening.
Well, it won't be happening much longer. We have not been having very long rounds in this set so far, and Mauricio is showing us why. 4 back-to-back already in the blink of an eye.
Mauricio kind of freezing for a
garbage as
moment
well.
about what to do with a few of those pieces, but ultimately gets it through. Their APM doesn't seem to be about where they want it, but they're at the bottom of their board again, so the game continues on.
Absolutely, and Cold continues to look for the best way to convert off of this cheese that he's getting. So far, it seems to just be to go down. Can't blame him because Mauricio is looking to send him up moment by moment. Cancels off the incoming damage there and sends over the quad, but Cold setting up quite a big spike right now. Power stacking all the way up to the top of the board. And had some back-to-back there, but chooses to take the multiplier over it, and a very, very smart choice.
Misplaces the eye right at the top of the wow. That's a shame.
You hate to see it happen.
Match point for Cold, I believe. Not the best misdrop that could happen, but also not the worst. They convert pretty well. Mauricio's board is not generally. You tend to wanna, have the well on top of the. Oh boy. That was a fun T-spin from Cold, though. I would probably not have seen that. Little bit of cheese left to go, but I know.
Oh, that is such an unfortunate misdrop on Mauricio's side. That O-piece at just the wrong place, wrong time right now. But Cold largely unequipped to capitalize, and now receiving a lot of cheese in this interim. Again, when you're at the very top of the board, you may not want to send a huge spike of clean, because if your opponent can live that, that is all just free ammunition for them to send back to you. So that Mauricio cheese spike actually serves to do quite a bit more good than it may have seemed.
Cold getting their pressure machine back up and running. The back-to-back has started to flow.
Well, absolutely, and it's flowing right into that huge amount of clean garbage that they got in a great well. The TSS there, 10 back-to-back online right now. They do break it, though, unfortunately, and Mauricio going to live another day if they can get out.
Unfortunate hole in the middle of their stack.
And yeah, it looks like they will not be living any more days or nights as Cold has put them to their final rest. 11-6, and Cold is moving on for the run back in grand finals.
Alright, let me take a little look at the bracket here. Huh, Flying Diarrhea. That's a name I haven't pronounced in a bit.
Well, hey, they quite literally are the shit because they are the #1 seed with
That was
good
awesome.
reason.
That
A very, very impressive player who can match Mauricio's pressure and Cold's calculations. So we'll have to see how Coldy adapts if they want to take this set, unlike what they were able to do previously in bracket.
truly obscene average APM on Flying Diarrhea. But number 7 and number 22, even my little brain can piece together that this should actually be relatively fair. Relatively being the key word. Definitely less of a difference in that last game. I didn't realize Flying Diarrhea was top 10 global. That was a bit of a surprise.
Yes, Flying Diarrhea, aka Shark, a very, very prominent player and one to be feared. We are about to see why as we get into our warm-up game.
Flying Diarrhea, trying to figure out how to keep back-to-back. Very much succeed. Cold has a perfectly fine time getting down, but Flying Diarrhea uses their kind of messy board to send a lot of damage. Really kind of a violent first round.
Absolutely, you can die at a moment's notice if you are not careful. Flying Diarrhea sending over that TSS into quad. In the meantime, Cold has that O donation. 5 back-to-back online right now, and they've opened the well. Times 8, but there's no real way down here to the garbage, and they've greeted a little bit and burned the eye, and that one mistake was enough for Flying Diarrhea to take the warm-up round.
He slightly misdropped PCO, but that's a decent. Okay, complete. That was fun. I enjoyed seeing that.
Classic PC no conversion. Honestly, at least they didn't decline the PC for the T-spin opportunities. I truly cannot understand building PCO for
Why
the
not just do
T-spins.
TKI?
That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna build PCO and you're not gonna take the PC, build a better T-spin opener.
Maybe they just think that PCO is a really funny way to start out 5-4. Who knows?
And hey, clearly their spikes are no laughing matter from what we've seen, and neither are their PCs. They have not misdropped it this time, but Cold does manage to survive. And now this is going to be a huge back and forth because PCs introduce so much clean garbage into play. 18 already, opens the well and gets another 16. So much damage on Cold's reversal.
230 APM on Cold's side.
Insane stat line.
The
All right, and
dangers
once
that
again,
PC is posed to your children.
oh, Flying Diarrhea misdropped the PC there, but they did get a great bit of garbage for 6-3 stacking, so can't be too disappointed with how this opener phase has turned out. Cold misdropped there, but finds a great 180 fix in order to open up the well once more and try and get this counter spike going.
Flying Diarrhea with a nice bit of a well, but it's right on top of some cheese, so they will actually have to get down to all of it.
And get down they do. And now it is a question of if they can get an attack back up. And with that TSS, it seems so. A 21 spike and then another 5. Cold pushed all the way to the top of the board, but responds with a 28 of their own. Another
Man,
15
watching
there.
these two is interesting. I... Very intense APM from both sides at any given moment.
Absolutely. And it's going to be up to Flying Diarrhea right now to try and avoid that APM long enough to get down. Takes a great TSS on the down stack as well. Opting for that skim rather than trying to build up back-to-back. Definitely the safer decision. They do have a misdrop though, and that fractal is going to be cut short very prematurely.
Flying Diarrhea was the 6-3. Pretty sure that's 3. Maybe it's that 4. TKI PCO. I don't think there's a PC there. Seems Flying Diarrhea agreed. If
Oh, this is so dangerous. Yeah, just not going to have the right pieces to get down to that quad well. 2-2.
that well just in the perfect spot for Flying Diarrhea there. And another one. 30.
Oh my.
35 spike, but Cole is still alive for now.
But for now is not much longer. Despite the amazing TST fix they made, an incomplete TST, even that wasn't enough against the insane spiking power.
Hold misdrops a bit on their LST on the way up. They do have a nice little well there, but Flying Diarrhea does not really show any signs of slowing.
Absolutely, and back-to-back times 10 is not something that you can let keep rolling. Times 13, times 14. They do finally break it though, and Cold has survived the latest onslaught. The question is though, how do they mobilize an attack in response? The answer seems to be this spike, but just as quickly, Flying Diarrhea has gotten back out and down to that clean well and is looking to send over damage of their own. And 20 again, and another 6. This is just
Cold
so much
hanging
pressure
on
to
just
deal
barely,
with.
hanging on nonetheless.
Another 20. So dangerous. This is such a high octane set so far. And Flying Diarrhea still not going to be able to find the kill. The resilience of Cold unmatched. Great multiplier into a floating there from Cold. Maybe not the clean down stack they were looking for, but clean enough to get by. And they get another spike off as well. Still not going to be enough to put them in the driver's seat though, as Flying Diarrhea has a fractal ready and is starting to build up this back-to-back with some floatings. But whoa, that is a huge 14 off the 8 combo there from Cold. But even
Flying
that isn't enough to
Diarrhea's
stop.
Unwillingness to break back-to-back does get them the win that time.
The pressure just has no end.
Slight opener misdrop from Cold doesn't really put them in too much danger, but it does prevent them from really, the moment I say that they die, getting any opener damage out.
Yeah, Flying Diarrhea letting them know that any amount of danger is too much danger when you are in this insane of a set. And right now, Cold seems to be in a pretty good position, but they do have to find the kill, and sometimes, oh, that can be all you need. The STSD, a little bit too greedy.
Light. Oop, another misdrop from Flying Diarrhea. One that they are able to move past.
Cold a bit cheesed up right now, having accepted all of this down stacking that Flying Diarrhea has been doing. And just as quickly it switched to pure clean pressure. That is some amazing macro decision making on the side of Flying Diarrhea, amazing enough to bring it up to 6-3. Flying Diarrhea, though, pushed all the way to the top. But not
Old
topped
money.
out, and that is the key. Give them an inch and they take a mile. You must make sure that they are topped out fully if you want any hope of them not surviving to spike another day, because that is precisely what they're doing right now with the counting to 4. 8 back-to-back out of nowhere. 300 APM of pressure. Bring it up to 3-8.
12 seconds. Okay. STPC, STPC. Neither bothering much with the full PC part. Flying Diarrhea looking to get the back-to-back started again. Sitting on top of a pretty fantastic well, too, when they do inevitably decide to downstack. Cold is... Oh, that's... First time I looked in a while. Cold is not in a fantastic... 3 to 9. Bit of a gap. I am alone in the universe. Flying Diarrhea going for the TD opener. Hitting the combo right on top of the well. Flying Diarrhea not able to Cold not able to respond. Sorry, whoopsies. Match point for Flying Diarrhea.
Yeah, only one game away if they can take it from being the winner of the tournament. Not going to... Oh, they are going to get the PC off. I thought they were going to get garbage too fast, but actually they were able to get that first one off. Not going to get any looping going, though. Oh, and a bit of nerves coming in. See, they were looking for the kite on there, but actually ended up misdropping it. This is something that happened in the last set that they had as well, where Flying Diarrhea was ahead initially, but gave Cold some time to come back. And it looks like Flying Diarrhea does not want that to happen again, just pressuring as hard as they can. 12 back-to-back, 13 already. Cold trying desperately to survive here, but it is not enough, and Flying Diarrhea takes it to win Grand Finals.
The grandest of finals. Congratulations to Flying Diarrhea there for an extremely impressive set. Cold too, actually. Really good games from both sides.
Absolutely amazing showings from both of these players. The two brothers have got to be proud of themselves, but even more so proud of each other. And with that, that is going to conclude our tournament.
And what a great tournament it was, from the very small glimpse at the end that I got. No, this was fun. Do you mind if I ask how many people we had at the time?
The tournament was like 9 people big.
9 people? Okay, thank you, Azura.
Yeah. So Bad Golden asked the question, what outro? I do a little bit of shilling. I'll handle it. It's fine. Exclamation point Discord if you want to hop in, commentate some more, or play some more. If you want to commentate, apply. Do so. We love staffers and stuff. And donate to keep funding these events, because every single time someone wins, that's $5 out of Flower Petal's bank account. So let's make sure that, I mean, right now the buffer is kind of low. So if you want to hop in, you want to help support, do that. Otherwise, I will, I don't know, I have one shill, I guess. I have like one thing specifically to shill. Actually, well, I need a second to get it. I shilled this yesterday because I felt like it. PKGB Comeback Tour is Fellow Kingdom GB's return event happening the 18th of May and 19th of May, so around 2 weeks from now. Gonna be Puyo Puyo Tetris 2, a bit of Puyo, a bit of Tetris, not mixed. Separate brackets. challenge.com/event/comeback tour if you're interested. I
Sorry, so
know no
bigger.
one's gonna want to type that in, but you know, it's fine. I think all raid Cheese Whiz. I think that's the
This
play,
art
right?
is so heat.
It is really good.
The band back together.
Yo, it's so good.
I need like a like anime off of this concept. Like just Bochi the Rock if it was good.
So true. Alright, I have put a link if you're interested in hopping in chat if you want to join. But yeah, pretty cool. Art was crazy. Shout out to Mitsuki for it. It's great. It's so cool. I'm a big fan.
Hell yeah.
Hell
But
yeah.
thank you all for watching.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
This has been Stratosphere 84.
Thank you for oh, that is not the right Cheese Whiz. Hang on.
Incredible.
It's Cheese Whiz 328. Thank you for coming on and commentating. Thank you to everyone. Everyone during the stream. Wiley, Ads, you, Spoonie, or Bad Goblin Spoonie, Vara. Thank you to everyone. That is a lot of people. It's a lot of commentators for one tournament, let alone a weekly. So I really appreciate everyone who's taking their time out to do this. It's been great.
I feel like today my eyes were truly opened to how British Spoonie is. That's my goat. I was not ready for it. I was just frankly unprepared because when I joined, it was you doing the British voice as a bit, and I went from that to the Spoonie blog, and I was like, Zam, Zam, nothing changed.
Nothing changed.
Shout out to Spoonie. I love Spoonie.
So true. Spoonie. It was really late for Spoonie when she hopped on, so I don't know.
Amazing. Just here to help out. The emergency call out, and they, much like the British Batman, have answered the call when the time was right. Actually, when the time was very wrong. It's so late for Spoonie right now.
No, it's 1 a.m. It's 1:30 a.m. I think she slept a little bit ago. I hope she slept a little bit ago.
I hate to break to you, she sent a message in a Discord server 1 second ago.
Oh no. Alright, well anyways, the raid's happening. Goodbye everyone!